Welcome to Summer Games Fest.
Sup?
Summer Game Fest, sorry.
Don't get it wrong. Keighley will come back and hurt us.
True. But yet again, another Summer Games Fest, another year. We're here.
We are here.
This is going to be a 2-hour show.
Yeah.
So buckle up. We'll probably get comfortable. I feel like the camera's low. Is that just me? Or is the camera extremely low?
I mean.
Yeah. Here, you come take my seat while I fix the camera.
Just yell hi, Trent.
Hello.
There we go. They know you're here now.
Oh, yeah, that's better.
Feet.
Did you say feet? Hell yeah.
Words.
What is that? That's much better. It's more direct.
Yeah.
As opposed to like the
It's looking
opposite
up
mind
our
space.
face. Yeah.
MySpace.
Shout out to Tom, MySpace.
Shout out to Tom. All right. I don't think there's anybody in the chat yet, but until they get here, what do you think we're gonna get in the next 4 minutes? I'm gonna make it. This is the big screen. It's this one. Skaboop. What do you think we're getting?
I think. Well, we know we're getting more combat, so that's cool.
Yep.
It's hard to pinpoint. I think there's a lot of things that have been rumored and presumed that would be places that we haven't seen yet. We'll probably see more of Kojima and Keighley are cool, so we'll probably see more Death Stranding too.
For sure.
As far as what we don't know is coming, that's hard. It's hard only because there's also an Xbox and a Ubisoft thing.
I think we need to
coming.
get comfy too on this because we're gonna be sitting here for 2 hours.
True that.
So you gotta sit back because our backs are gonna be fucked. This will probably reach, right? This will be fine. I think we're getting Cyberpunk DLC shown here.
I can see that.
That's supposed to be coming out still this year, according to the Cyberpunk peeps, with Idris Elba. I could see Idris Elba.
Keep showing up.
Yeah. I want another John Wick moment. I want another Keanu showing up and saying, "You're breathtaking," but with Idris.
You're breathtaking.
Yeah, I want some of that, and I want to see what the DLC is going to be about with the Phantom Liberty. I do have that selected as my DLC for this year's Fantasy League, so I'm hoping it's good. But I would also just like to see more of it.
I feel like this would be the place for that.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's also like the time of year where I feel like we need to start seeing at least more trailers for it. We saw like cinematic shit when they first announced it with Idris Elba being in it. But we haven't seen like what the gameplay is going to be like, what's going to be different about it, what's going to be like the major plot. So, excuse me. I think that's what we're going to do.
I feel like I'm trying to think of what curveball would be here.
Spider-Man again.
I don't think we get more Spider-Man. I think Sony knows that's their trump card for the year. That's their big thing.
It's the greatest.
So they're going to want to own all that.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So
for sure.
Next time we see Spider-Man, it'll be at like a state of play that's strictly for Spider-Man.
Yeah. I just would love to see a little bit more.
I would love to see that too.
I could see them doing just a like a story trailer, like an additional story trailer. Nothing more gameplay wise, because we don't really need to see anything else. But just like an idea of like what we should expect for the story. Besides the symbiote suit stuff, because I feel like that's going to be a big part of it, obviously. But I'd like to see a little bit more. Maybe, I don't know, some of the other villains that are going to be in it. Not like spoiling like all of them, obviously, but they're not just going to do Kraven.
Well, of course not.
So
they never do.
Yeah, I kind of want to see a little bit of in the trailer that we got a little bit ago. There was some Yuri Watanabe stuff where she is her comic counterpart. I can't remember the name of it, but she was like one of the faces that showed up on like Kraven's iPad. That was like people that could be hunted in New York. So I'm curious to see what she's up to since she got, I think, fired in Miles is when it was. Like she was no longer a part of the police force or something. So I'm curious, but we got 60 seconds. So
I'm trying to think of what
I
else.
think the camera needs to be closer because it looks like we're tiny.
All right, hold on. I'll handle that part.
All right. Come closer. I could be wrong, but maybe I'm just... a little bit more, and then a little bit more focused towards your side, because I feel like I'm taking up a lot of the screen.
There you go.
Yeah, I think we're good. Let me get this chat up. Who we got in the chat right now? We got CLD. Look at you guys being live and together. I know it's crazy, right?
I know, it's a very rare occurrence
Who would have
nowadays.
expected? Well, we are starting in 14 minutes, and by that I mean
Seconds.
seconds. So let's switch over to the one that you
And
guys
by
really
that,
want
I
to
mean
see.
seconds.
Is this not scaled correctly?
Well, 3
No, it
seconds.
is. It is. It's scaled correctly.
Here we
the
go.
middle line was.
Well,
fucking
real
with
quick
me.
before this starts, does it open with a banger thing and close with a banger thing, or does it just close with a banger thing?
Both.
Or just
It's
open?
a sandwich of bangers
All right.
with one in the middle that we don't know about.
Here we go.
Let us know how the audio is as well. I can also make this a little bit louder.
It's our boy Keighley.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Summer Game Fest.
It's weird to me how it's not
We are
games.
in person,
I know,
and
now that
today
we-
we've
It's
got
like a
look at
Berenstein
what's
Bears
next in
situation,
video
I think.
games
I feel like, yeah, it
for
was
you.
games
We
the
are
first year or
live
something.
here in
Yeah,
Las
but it's
not.
definitely
Vegas
not.
Theater.
Like the
Weird.
whole
So
time
good
summer
to be in
game,
person
we've been
with a
saying
live
games.
fan audience for the first time ever. Welcome, everybody.
Any last anything about the audio?
CLD is more concerned with
When I
knowing the
started
difference
Summer
between
Game Fest back
seconds
in
and minutes.
2020 from a spare
well, that's important,
bedroom, I
too.
Yeah.
never imagined
Listen, all I
it
know is
would
I last
grow
for
into
years
this.
in bed.
Today, the video game industry has
Ladies.
come together to
Ladies.
show you what's next. This is a cross-industry showcase, meaning no matter where you play games, I hope you'll discover a new
By him
game to
saying
put
that,
on
I
your
feel like
wish list.
Nintendo is going to show
The
something
landscape
because they're
of
the
video
only
game
one
events has
who
certainly
don't have a
changed
planned
over the past
conference.
few years, but one
That we
thing
know,
hasn't.
the public
there
facing
are
one.
a
Mario
lot
Odyssey, too.
of great games in development, and our
That's a
singular
bold
goal
claim.
today is to get you
That would be a
excited
perfect
about the future.
TikTok
In just a
event.
few minutes,
Mario
we'll see
Odyssey
the
2.
first
It's gonna be shown, I
extended
swear.
gameplay.
How's the
of
audio
Mortal
sound in CLD? Let me
Kombat
know. Let me know
1.
what's going down.
It delivers, don't worry. Alan Wake 2, the reveal of Fortnite's next
Dropping
season.
of frames as well.
And yes, we do have a very special grand finale that
Oh,
you're
he said
not
special
going to
grand
want
finale,
to
so
miss.
it will close.
All I'll say right now. But let's get right to the games and gameplay. The first reveal is something you're not expecting, which makes it that
You might
much
be
more
right about
exciting.
the open and close banger.
Here we go.
Is this Castlevania? No, is this? No, this is fucking. What's the fucking? Come on,
I don't know. You're
Sands
not.
of Time was one of the
has
games.
been kidnapped
I don't know.
and taken
I've
to
never
a
played
forbidden
Prince of
land.
Persia.
Is Prince of Persia?
All hope
But
rests
as like a
with us, the
Metroidvania?
immortals.
Yeah, I'm totally down for
Didn't that
that.
used to be like an
Empire.
Assassin's Creed type game?
It was
We weren't prepared. for
not
what was
really.
coming Next.
Made by the same company for sure.
Then again, they weren't prepared for me.
Oh, this is such an ant game. I'm getting
This is
this.
an ant game.
Oh, I can't wait for this now.
We're starting with an ant game. You think we end with an ant game?
Nah. We're in an era now where my games are niche. Oh, this is fire. This is everything I need.
So was the original Prince of Persia like this? 'Cause I don't
It
remember.
wasn't like this.
It was third person with the shoulder, right?
There were side-scrolling ones too.
Okay. But like the
These
main,
times of
like,
darkness,
Yeah.
like the big.
hope is the only thing that keeps us fighting. I will fulfill my destiny and save the kingdom.
Lost Crown.
I'm totally on board with that.
Beginning of next year. Alright. Still on PS4. So last gen as well.
Yeah.
There's a little surprise.
So
Prince of
Ubisoft
Persia: The
doesn't
Lost
believe in
Crown is
generations
coming
either.
in January 2024.
Nobody
a
does this
brand
generation.
new action-adventure platformer in the iconic series with deep combat, some huge boss fights, and of course, incredible platforming, puzzles, and animation, bringing a modern take on the legendary franchise. You'll be able to see more at Ubisoft Forward, streaming on Monday as part of Summer
Ubisoft's
Game
making
Fest.
Monday, too.
All right, let's move along to
Ubisoft and
another
Capcom's
iconic
Monday.
video game franchise that just celebrated 30 years. That's right. It's time for
Here we
Mortal
go.
Kombat
Gameplay for Mortal
1.
Kombat 1. I want to see this shit.
Off the rip as well. Number
Keep
2
you waiting on
I know.
this
is Mortal
one.
Kombat.
So far, they're 2 for 2.
It has been 4 years since MK11, and ever since, Ed Boon and the team at NetherRealm have been hard at work on the most ambitious MK yet that reboots the series into a new era timeline.
Y'all need to turn
and
down
it's
your
coming
audio.
this
I can hear
September.
both.
Everyone has been asking, what does
this
it look
one,
like?
apparently.
Who's on the roster? How do the new cameo fighters work? Well, now it is time for combat. No spoilers, but this video is literally insane.
I like how he says no
Here
spoilers
is
before
an
showing a trailer in like
Yeah.
10
first look
seconds. Like,
at the story,
No spoilers.
gameplay, and
Here's it
yes,
all.
of course, the fatalities of Mortal Kombat 1. Let's do it!
Mortal Kombat.
I have had enough of you.
Then go before I put you down.
Fight.
okay.
Oh, I can't wait.
Dude, he did a little rolling fist.
Yeah.
Today, you have proven worthy of joining us. Come, there are other
He
champions
looks
I
so
must
young.
gather.
It's crazy.
What do you want?
Sento, it's my
I know, but
family's
it's
blade.
weird to
Sento's
see.
mine,
Almost, you know?
and I
Yeah.
won't give it up without a fight.
Is it just some guy?
That's in the cave.
Is it?
Oh, so you can have partners come in. Your other guy. Ooh, so they got the duo X-ray moves now.
This is such a shitty outfit for him.
Enough. Okay, let's go back to one here. Who are you again?
Lord Liu Kang, protector of Earthrealm, god of fire.
Jax with his
Just goes
classic
casually
outfit.
running off screen. I did my move, see ya.
Right. Oh shit. They leveled up Liu Kang crazy.
You have skills, Raiden, but you're inexperienced.
Whatever experience I lack, I make up for in heart.
Sonya, classic outfit. Kano, classic outfit.
There's a hole in that man.
Right.
If your disease becomes known, you will be banished.
Katana.
I only want
Melina.
what's best for you.
Or do you secretly covet my throne?
See what he's saying? This almost looks like the movie gathering people to
Yeah.
fight the fun. A little gore on that.
Bro, yeah. Well, I like how everybody has their classic outfits. It's dope. So them and Street Fighter pretty much did the same thing.
Who the hell is
Oh
that?
shit, that's fuck is his name? Striker.
I do want to say that Johnny Cage is dumb. Like he's just got on like a silk shirt. That's it.
Yeah, right. Well, this is the beginning before he was a combatant.
Oh, oh. Halloween.
Classic fatality.
Is that on his Hollywood star?
That's what it looked like.
Jesus Christ.
It looks so good. Pulls the head off. That's the first fatality. Little history for you.
Hell yeah.
Forward, down, forward, low punch. Mortal Kombat 1. That's how you do that fatality.
I knew that. Do that the whole time.
I'm just saying. It's bringing me. It's bringing back memories.
Everything about Mortal Kombat, just like how you know everything
that was
about
pretty
wrestling.
good, right?
Everything.
Kombat.
You're right. I don't know why I doubted you.
Now, I'm sure you have many questions about what we just saw, and
Ed
to tell
Boon.
you more,
I think
I
our
am
video
so
is a
honored
few
to welcome to
seconds in
Summer Game
front
Fest
of
one our
the
industry's greatest
streaming one.
creators,
Yeah, it
a
might
man who
be.
has been
We
loyal
can't
to
get
the
it to
same
like perfectly
franchise and
sync
fan
ever, and
base
it's kind of
for more
annoying.
than 3
But
decades. Please join me in welcoming
that's just the way
to
it
Summer
be,
Game Fest
sadly.
the creator of Mortal Kombat, Ed Boon.
Ed Boon. Other way.
Oh wait, no. Ours would have to be.
Congratulations.
Right?
They love you.
For
All
him to be
right.
on the
Well,
same
Ed,
level.
first
It's
of
all
all,
good. As
thank
long as
you
it's
for
not
that
being
incredible,
caught too
world
much. I
premiere.
mean,
We
my
got to
mics-
see all the
we could also
gameplay
lower
of
our mics in
MK1,
theory.
and everyone just wants to know more about this because first of
'Cause
all,
then
this is in a
the
it's
background audio
MK1,
wouldn't
right?
be
It went from 11
heard
to
as
1.
much,
so tell
you
us
know?
about this. It's in a new
Oh,
timeline.
I guess that's true.
I don't know how many people.
But then I
have
want
seen
them to
the
hear us
ending
over
of
the-
Mortal Kombat.
They'll definitely
11,
hear
Liu
us
Kang
'cause look how
basically was
loud we
kinda
are.
graduating
Like, we're almost
into,
peaking.
Like, a fire
So we
god,
go,
right?
like,
And
around
he
maybe
created
here.
a brand new universe, and this
And then
universe.
we
This is
max
why we're
out
calling it
the,
Mortal Kombat 1, is because
desktop audio?
this is the beginning of
How
a new
about that, Sue?
timeline.
How's the
A
audio?
number of these
How's the
characters you've seen
audio?
before,
A
but
little
they're told in a
science.
completely different story. And so Sub-Zero and Scorpion are brothers now, and there's all these things that were rivalries before are now allies, and so mixing the whole thing up. So we're just kind of rebooting, and that's what the 1 is for.
Well, it looks incredible. Everything we saw there was, in-game gameplay. The cinematics look incredible. I know the team has been working for 4 years on this, but the thing we got to talk about are these cameos because we saw some pretty amazing stuff there. Now, so tell us, how does that work? You have your main,
shoe
character
for
that you'll pick,
presentation-
and then I know you
presentations
also
is
have a
always
separate
black
kind of
secret,
cameo
black
menu. So you pick sort of a pair when you start the game.
Yeah, normally in a fighting game, you'll see a roster, basically, where you select your character. After you do that, there's a second roster of characters,
No, it might be for
which
the-
are
the
whole
stress
new,
test.
completely different fighters that are the cameo fighters. And these fighters
Look at that
actually,
stash. Hell yeah.
they will join the fight, but they,
A lot
but
of
they,
blank squares there.
yeah, so
your
it's kind of like
cameo.
imagine
That's what
yourself
they're
with Sub-Zero, but you have some of Jack's moves, and you can call him out. You can do it multiple times, as you saw in the gameplay. So you can you can basically combine these two characters. All the characters can be combined with all the cameo fighters, and that's where you see. That's where the player's kind of imagination comes in, and they can actually customize it for what they like seeing. The best team ups.
Well, so how does that work?
my
So you're in
brain, it's
gameplay, you have your main, you have your
there's a
cameo.
moment
How do you
that I'm like,
do you
that
summon
would be a
them? Is
good
it
idea,
time-based?
though.
Like how often do they come in?
'Cause
It's
then,
not a
like,
tag
you
team
make him
thing, right?
canon.
Where you
Yeah,
play the game.
exactly. And you're basically summoning them.
Yeah,
it's just
'cause,
one
like,
button pushes basically
that was our
summoning,
biggest
but they have a
complaint about the
variety, so you
first
can
movie
go,
is that this guy is
push
just-
that button
nobody
with
knows who he is,
towards, and it'll
nobody
do
gives a shit.
a different move. Push it with
put him
down,
in
it'll
the
do a
game,
different move. And so the
then he's in
combination.
Oh, I see. So you can bring them in a combo.
mind.
But then in
Exactly,
my mind,
exactly,
like, you
and
only
so
did
and you
this.
see there's like a meter up on top, which is
I mean,
basic.
in my
That'll
brain, it's like, you want me
limit it,
to
so you
make the
can't
movie make sense?
obviously
Cool,
fire
that
them
movie makes sense. You know?
indefinitely, but
not terrible,
you
but it's
call
not-
you can
I feel
call
like
them
if they
pretty
do
much
it,
whenever you
it better be
want,
in this one.
and they have like in the middle of a combo,
Sure.
they'll have a lot of basically a whole arsenal of their moves. So Sonya will come out there. Sometimes you'll see them appear twice in there.
So time-based, they come out, and then obviously as you go through, you revealed some of them there. But is it a different set of characters that'll be in the cameos? Are there some repeats from the main roster? How will that work?
Yeah,
did,
some of
but
the
not
characters
that
are going to be
much.
available as cameos as well.
How
as
about
the
now?
rest. You can play Sub-Zero.
How about
with
now,
Sub-Zero,
guys?
Right? Same thing
That
with
should be
Scorpion.
better,
But a lot of
mathematically.
our
Let's wait the
our
30
cameo
seconds
fighters
that,
are kind of like
Twitch has
nods
on our
back to
damn
our
stream for
first
no
game.
reason.
So
Right.
you'll notice Sonya and Kano and Jax are in their kind of older costumes. And so there's a lot of that novelty. We have a lot
Okay,
of like
both
really
are
surprise
equally
ones. I think
loud.
you guys saw Goro.
Is that good?
Popped in there, yeah.
Yeah, is that a good
there's
loud
a lot
or a
of like
too
kind of
loud?
really digging into the old Mortal Kombat games
also gonna
as
just
far
make this
as
chat
getting
only.
we really love the novelty of it. We really want the cameo characters to feel kind of nod to the old games.
Well, speaking of not the old games, let's talk. You confirmed, I think, or it's at least known that Jean-Claude Van
Both
Damme
you and the
is
show
actually
have the
going to be
same
in
level
this
of audio.
game
Okay, but
as
is that
Johnny
good?
Cage, right?
Like, is
Yeah.
this a
People
optimal
don't know
viewing
the story.
experience?
I mean, Bloodsport was such an
Exactly.
inspiration
That's what
for
we need
Mortal
to know.
Kombat, so he finally is now part of it.
It's a huge first full circle moment. The first Mortal Kombat game, we originally wanted to be Van Damme, the video game, and that never really worked out. So I can't tell you how many times over the last 30 years we've tried to get him We were this close like 4 or 5 times. And so finally we got him, and he's doing the voices too.
Wow.
So you're going to hear Jean-Claude, his voice doing Johnny Cage lines and stuff like that. We're really excited.
I didn't know who they wanted.
Well, I know the team has been
Interesting.
working so hard in Chicago to build this through COVID, and it's coming out in September, so we don't have to wait long, right?
That's right. This has been a very difficult secret to keep over the last 4 years, and so but we could not be more excited in terms of getting players' hands on it. And throughout the summer, we're going to be showing a lot more content, a lot more characters, a lot more cameo characters.
I'm just trying to think of
a lot of reveals.
The audio delay since our stream
Ed,
up here
thank
isn't
you
the
so
same
much
as
for
y'all's.
giving us
What you're
the
hearing.
first look
Yeah.
at MK1.
Just
As
so
you
that
said, this
doesn't, like,
weekend people will
double
be playing
too
in
much.
press and media, so we'll be seeing lots more coverage,
know.
lots more characters to reveal on
That's
the
the
main
same.
roster and cameos.
Oh.
Ed Boon, thank you so much. First
I was
look
gonna
at
try to
Mortal
have both of
Kombat.
those, but I'll just delay my
Amazing.
reaction.
So excited about that one. All right. Next up, it's been
That's
a
only
fun
like 2
couple
seconds.
weeks
That's
for
not too
action
bad.
RPG fans with the release of Diablo 4, which is truly fantastic. Another big and anticipated ARPG is Path of Exile 2 from Grinding Gear Games, who have faithfully been updating and patching the original PoE since its release in 2013. We haven't seen anything on the sequel in over 2 years, but that changes right now. Here is your first look at a raw gameplay capture from Path of Exile 2, a sequel
know
that
anything
pushes
about
the
Path of
engine and
Exile
gameplay to a new level.
Never heard of it.
Got it. Same. I think I heard of it. I just don't know anything about it.
It looks Diablo-esque.
It does.
Where are the guns? Hey, you! What's going on?
Hey, you, the one that's literally murdering a person in front of me.
Right.
What's going on?
Top-down action RPG. Oh no, it's a big boy. It is. Dose.
Is that all they're gonna show?
Yep.
That's kind of crazy that it's been X amount of time that he was just saying since we've seen anything about
Looks
it.
amazing, and
you
there's
only get
more
that
coming in
much.
July. Last week marked the release of Street Fighter VI, a game we featured last year at Summer Game
That
Fest.
man is buried
Well,
in
the
this
team
row,
at
phone in the
Capcom
first
has
row.
an important update to share with you right now.
Is this evil Ryu? Yep.
Looks like he's made out of
He
stone.
looks like Iron Right. I hope this is an actual character.
I am the Advanced Artificial Intelligence Leviathan. Welcome to Bikitoa Island.
Wait, what? What's happening? Oh, is this from?
This is
This is the dinosaur rain game. Guile 2. So this isn't even Street Fighter. This is,
It's just Street Fighter inside of this game that we said we were gonna play.
yeah, Exo Primal.
Fuck, we forgot about Exo Primal. That's
I still
funny.
got it. It's on my Xbox.
I never downloaded it. Maybe we'll play that tonight.
Sure, why not?
Do we do have to play Fortnite? Maybe you can hop in on Fortnite with
Guessing
Retina.
Ryu from
That'd be
Street Fighter
fun.
facing
You
off
want to
against
play,
a
right?
dinosaur
You want to
probably
play with
wasn't
us?
on
That'd
your
be fun,
bingo
right?
card for today's show. That Street Fighter Cross
Maybe we'll
Exo
stream
Primal
it.
collab will
Yeah,
launch
that
in the
would be
fall with the game
something.
coming out on July
really fun.
14th. But guess what, guys? That may actually not be the craziest collaboration on the show today.
Another collab.
Check
Okay.
this out.
There's nothing more powerful than imagination.
Oh yeah, it's Nicolas Cage in Dead by Daylight. We've already seen this.
But it's crazy.
Shape the fabric of reality, transforming everything you may think you know.
What if they were like? What if they were like? I know you're thinking this is different, but they zoom out. It's Mortal Kombat. He's fighting.
That's
people.
right. Nicolas
Then I'd
Cage
be like,
is
oh,
coming to Dead by Daylight in July. I mean, I don't
So
know how
weird.
these things
It doesn't
happen,
even make
but
sense, but
I figured the easiest way to find out is probably
is
to go
Nicolas
right
Cage
to
gonna
the
show up on
source.
stage real quick?
This man's bold creative choices have earned him an Academy Award and a few memes on the internet across more than 4 decades of incredible films. Please join me in welcoming to Summer Game Fest, Nicolas Cage!
I can record a video game before. I'm glad to be here.
Man, this you got on the mint suit.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Happy to meet you.
Nick, I gotta say, welcome to the video game world.
Oh, wow, yeah, thank you. I'm so happy to be invited to your very, very cool club, everybody.
I'm very excited.
Finally, I mean, I gotta say, this is such a crazy, unexpected collaboration. I gotta understand, how did this come about? I mean, some people be like, oh, maybe he'll show up in Fortnite, maybe he'll be in a Hideo Kojima game, but Dead by Daylight, I mean, how does this happen?
Well, it's a museum of horror, right?
Yes.
And when I make movies, one of my favorite genres is horror. And in this, and in that genre, there's a character, a murderous ghost named Sadako, who I think is amazing. And she made an appearance in this game, so that was good enough for me.
Okay. That's what, yeah, I mean, that's what's fun is you're playing one of the survivors in this game, and it's cool that, you know, it really is this museum of horror. Michael Myers, you said all these different characters all coming together. And you play yourself, or who do you play? So
I play this heightened, exaggerated version of a film actor named Nick Cage. He's going to a location thinking he's making a movie, and instead he wakes up in the fog. And in the fog, he's surrounded by crows and serial killers, and it's rather amusing. And there's something about it that I think, as a survivor, is like a bonding experience. It's a bit like hide and go seek. You have your 3 other teammates who are survivors with you, and it's teamwork. You're working together to pull
this
through.
big existential, like,
and so that was a
metaphor
large
for life.
reason to as well. That feeling
coming
of bonding
together
with your
to beat
friends.
this
And you're fully
monster.
influenced. I know we
And
heard
the
your
monster
voice
is
in
actually
there, so you
life
recorded
taking
lines
its
for it.
toll on
See,
you. And you got
I
to
want
build
you
up
to
all
know
the
when you're playing
generators
the
to
Nick
build up
Cage
your
survivor.
steam.
I even have, when
And
you're
at the
choosing
end
your
of it, you
skins,
take
I even
off the
say,
mask
always
of the
remember
monster.
to dress to
It's
match your
Nicolas
talent.
Cage.
It's you
I want you to
holding
know
on
that
for
you're
it. If you
with
look in
me,
the
that
mirror,
we're one.
life
That
everyone's
we're
Nicolas
fused.
You're in your own
So it's
way.
important to
Sometimes you
me
need to
that
move.
everything
I'm
I
Nicolas
do,
Cage.
everything I say,
And we
from
all
the
are
scream to
Nicolas
the grunt,
Cage. If you
down
really
to
think
the most
about it, at the end of the
minimal,
day,
exasperated
you just come out every day with Nicolas
expression
Cage
of,
energy.
sigh,
Everybody
whatever it
pick up
is,
their
it's my
phone, phone your
voice, so that
front-facing
we are
cameras.
fused.
Do you see Nicolas Cage?
Because I see
Fully
Nicolas
invested in Nick
Cage.
Cage. I love it. I mean, this is so fun. This game, as you said, is such an awesome
see
kind of
Nicolas
collaboration
Cage
with so many
in
different
you.
characters. For you, I mean,
Call
how
me
did you
ladies.
find out about Dead by Daylight? Do you know much about the video game?
Somebody
talking to
very
Nicolas
important in my
Cage.
family
Yeah.
is a Dead by Daylight enthusiast,
Okay.
and that really put the hook in. Pun intended.
They wrote that for me.
That was the most actor-ass laugh.
See, Dead by Daylight to me was an opportunity to branch out. I've never been invited into this space before.
Yeah.
I'm always looking for new adventures. So this to me was like, wow, I can make a whole new audience, meet a whole new audience, and branch out and go on this Dead by Daylight adventure. I didn't say, it took me nothing but a split second to say yes. And speaking about split seconds, what excuse me, what I noticed, excuse me, sinuses, allergies. What I noticed was that every move you make when you're doing this, when you're in the gaming space, it's timed down to the split second. It's a very immersive experience when you're acting out in this space.
really
because
just
every
want this
move, every
segment to
grunt,
end.
every sigh you make has to be timed perfectly
You're gonna be
with
like
the gamer's
dude,
moves. So
yeah,
that
voice
was
of,
something that I learned
Kratos.
from this, and I'm always looking to learn something.
The Game Awards.
We love having you in the video game world. We want to see Nick Cage in more
I'm gonna
games.
be in more
All
games, but
Thanks,
only
Nick, thank you so much.
thank you.
Hopefully the first penny. Nicolas Cage, great to
perfect
see you,
time
man.
to announce
Awesome.
that.
There you go. Lock it
He
in.
didn't get the memo about the White Souls.
He didn't, but he's Nicolas Cage.
Now, for all of you who want to play
Next
Nick
time.
Cage
Next
and
game
Dead by
is in.
Daylight, the
a good
chapter
game.
officially
Fuck
comes
you.
out on July
Listen,
25th on
losing
PC
it.
and
I'm not
console.
saying it's a
game
bad
was bad.
game. I'm
Players
just saying
can
this
try it
doesn't
earlier by
deserve this
downloading
much
the player
time.
test build on July 5th. And here's an exclusive first
It never
look
stops.
at Nicolas Cage in Dead by
Here's
Daylight.
the thing, like, it didn't need that much time in the first place. See, now
He doesn't change his facial expression.
No. I mean, to be fair, you don't necessarily need to animate that in this kind of game where you never see your face.
I think it stands out so much because it's Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
Damn right I made it.
That was the gameplay.
Anything goes here at Summer Game Fest. All right, thank you very much, Nick. Now, lately we've been seeing an incredible number of video game adaptations. But back in 2019, The Witcher on Netflix, inspired by the Witcher book series, showed the potential of well-done adaptations. And later this month, Season 3, Volume 1 arrives, and now it's time for the world premiere of the trailer, introduced by Henry Cavill and the cast.
Put it anywhere, but I should have.
Hello, Witcher fans. We are all gathered here today to share something with you.
Be sure to tune into The Witcher Season 3. Volume 1 debuts.
Tell you what, love you.
Volume 1 debuts on June 29th, only on Netflix.
Get ready to watch the world premiere of our brand new trailer for Season 3 of The Witcher.
Thanks for tuning in to the Summer
He said
Game
games,
Fest and enjoy the
not
trailer.
Game Fest.
Shut the whole show down.
Shut it down.
It's over. Said it wrong.
Neutrality. It won't get you a statue. But it'll certainly help in keeping
I will
you
say it's
alive.
interesting that they're having Henry Cavill go on this like press tour about the show when he's about to leave it.
I didn't even put that together. You're right.
Like it's one of those things where it's like, I get that you're in this season still, but they kind of, in my mind, would do something that they're doing with Flash, how they're not having Ezra Miller go around, and they have Supergirl go around instead.
Right. Well, that's
In my brain, that's what makes more sense. But
Everything that's happening. It's all connected. And she's at the center of it.
she's got the Witcher stuff and she got yellow eyes.
If war is coming, there is no hiding her from it.
What's that called? The
You sure about this?
See, I love Yennefer.
I can see why.
Yeah.
Are you?
His sword is so unimpressive. Like,
I
it's
gotta
just like a
say,
normal ass.
When a monster decides to roll up and become a roly-poly, it makes it a little less intimidating.
I'm like, oh, look at him go.
It's like, wow, that's a really scary monster.
History has a way of repeating itself.
Rolling around at the speed of
The dangers we've seen foretell an even more menacing future.
I too love Yennefer.
Shit, yay! You know what yay spelled backwards is?
Is it for a question?
It's backwards. It's yay spelled backwards. Would be backwards.
The witches.
Is that so?
If you catch my drift. You see what I'm doing? I'm picking up what I'm putting up.
I'm catching the drift. Do you think we get a car game after this for some drift?
No.
I'll never get over how cute
I
they
think
look.
Imagine though.
the only
And they're like,
if
no, please, don't
if
hurt
it's a
me."
car
And
game,
then
next,
fangs.
it would
Just
either
like a
it would have to
boatload
be
of
something we
fangs
don't know about
all
or
up
an
in your
upgrade to another
business.
game. It would have to be updates, a DLC for Need for Speed Unbound, or it would have to be like The Crew 3 or 4 or whatever.
Oh no, it's a Epic Games Store. What is this? From the creators of all of those comes. That's a symbol, I guess.
That looks like 3 symbols put together.
Also can still barely hear you guys. How? We didn't change it. You said it was fine.
What do you mean you can't hear us?
Do not know what this is. The witch. Did we see this previously?
Yes, I think. This looks very familiar. Yeah. And we were talking about how good the it's something. The shooting?
It might be this. I think it's this, yeah. This looks like realistic Borderlands.
Fire? Okay, I don't think this is what we saw. It was something else. Hey, this dude from TikTok. Money. Sony money.
01.
Maybe it was a mobile game?
No, it's a PSVR too. It can only
I
be
missed
one or
that
the
part.
other because it's guns. That's right. Another gun game on your favorite VR machine.
you supposed to recognize the woman as well?
I don't recognize her.
Okay.
I think we were supposed to make it feel like they were in the same room. Crossfire.
They should make games that have names that aren't stupid.
Crossfire. That's a
Scan
beautiful,
for a special offer.
Beautiful monitor.
Stream audio to there, just for now. There's overlay with the audio. It's too bad.
We have no choice.
What is this?
The root will destroy.
Team-based looter shooter, third person over the shoulder.
Time.
There's a dog too. That's cool.
Well, that's the X Factor right there. Is a dog.
That's a goat.
A goat horse. It's a
A
gorse.
gorse. I see where you're going with that.
Yeah. Or a hoe.
No turning back after this. You
Or a whore. You put a goat and a horse together, you get a whore.
Sure. Don't you love it when you go to clear notification and then it immediately opens that app and just like, no, you wanted to be here, even though you swiped the wrong
Here's
direction.
every single one you wanted. This looks too much like everything.
That looks like Metroid Dread.
Yeah.
But I will say I love how one of them is literally just a cowboy.
True.
And the rest of them have like grenade launchers and a giant chainsaw sword, and he's like, I got a 6-shooter.
The cowboy represents the everyman.
I knew somewhere.
Oh, this is already a game.
Woo, next, please. Bring in the dancing lobsters.
All right, we have much more Summer Game Fest to come, including a first look at the gameplay of Alan Wake 2.
We already saw gameplay of Alan Wake 2.
The world premiere of the new season of Fortnite, Call of Duty Season 4, and maybe a few more
Did you know about the Fortnite thing?
Yeah.
As we go through today's reveals,
They've been like
use the
teasing it all
hashtag gaming
over
on
Twitter and
TikTok,
stuff.
TikTok,
With the new
react to
season,
the news. And we want to welcome everyone
the
co-streaming
biggest
the
deal
show
about it is
live on
that
TikTok, Twitch,
Optimus
YouTube, and
is
other
one of the
platforms.
Battle Pass
Those of you
skins.
on Twitch, we also have a special
Other than
Warframe
that, it's a
Twitch
lot
drop,
of
a free
updated
Stynax
skins from like,
Warframe
so like there's
for watching
ones that
more
have been
than
released
30 minutes of
already,
the show.
and they took
Now,
those characters
speaking
and
of
made
surprises,
different versions of the skins.
Another legendary
in
gaming
like a
hero
more
is set to return
beach-esque
later this
setting.
year in
So
a
like there's
brand
one
new
skin
game
that's called
built
Meow
from the ground
Skulls,
up
which
in
is
a
a
style
cat
that I
that's
think
on
is
a
going to
buff
get this
body.
fan base
Now they
and
have
longtime
Meow
fans
Skulls
of
wearing
video
a
games
unbuttoned shirt
very excited.
and
Here's
flowy
another
hair.
Summer Game
So
Fest
That's
global
pretty
game
cool.
announcement. New
Fabio-esque.
thrills with a classic feel.
Hey, I know that guy.
It's your stuff. Whoa.
Excuse me.
Whoa.
Wait, what's happening?
Is this a remaster? It's a brand new adventure, so it's new.
I was not informed of this. What's happening right now, Chris?
All new look. Cool. It's another mobile game.
Oh, I would want to try this.
Team up with friends.
I mean, I'm into what they're showing me. I just don't want it to be a mobile game.
I mean, if it is a mobile game, it looks fucking great for a mobile game.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. He got the Mario Kart thing. Oh, look, Tears of the Kingdom.
Seriously, I'm about to say the same thing.
And Spider-Man.
Sega's just like, what's
And Tetris.
What's Nintendo doing? Oh, these are those Sonic 1 bonus levels. That's Sonic 1 boss fight.
Amy looks weird in this.
That's her classic look from Sonic CD. No, it's on consoles.
Oh, it is on consoles, yeah. Sealed, he said, Ant, let's do this. Who's that?
Knack the Weasel, of course.
This was a total shock to me.
and that I should have been sent an email about this happening, so I could.
That could have been an
accordingly.
email, you know.
It could have been. Well, not in that way. They should have told me it was coming
in an email so you could prepare.
Right.
Because now you're just giddy, and nothing else matters in
We
the
don't.
show.
Why do we even need the summer? Let's just go right to the fall right now.
I agree with that for a different reason. We discussed that earlier in the day, but
I wish this
you're gonna have that game.
Don't you get bored when
I
you
want
cross
to play
the
that.
map
Hey,
every
look,
day?
another Genshin Impact.
What was it called? Sonic Superstars? I was too
Yeah, it
caught up.
was Superstars or something, like All-Star Superstars or some shit like that. Some absorbent amount of adjectives that are unnecessary when you could just put a number. I'm kind of tired of these games.
Your shoulder.
No, you're good. It was fine. I was kind of surprised that I was able to like kind of straight face it through that whole thing. Cause like your grip strength was there, and I was like, this is a thing that's happening. But I was like, no, I'm good.
Starting.
Great.
Tough. Yes, we will. Let's do this.
I didn't
CLD.
even finish Sonic Frontiers, but I'm 100% buying this. I feel
Me
like
neither, but I would probably play that before I go back to beat Sonic Frontiers.
yeah, because I mean that. No offense to Sonic Frontiers, but that doesn't feel like a Sonic game.
If I could be completely honest with 3D Sonic, Sonic to me shines way better as a side scroller than it does as a 3D.
And like with the 3D that they did there, it was tasteful in a way where it stuck to its roots, but then looked gorgeous.
Right.
This is super boring to me.
That's why I had no problem talking over whatever this is.
Whatever this is, I feel bad, but I'm also like, I don't care.
I feel like
Honkai Star Rail. This is already out.
I feel like every single showcase has like 6 of them.
Because there's like 6 of them, and they keep making more. It's just like slightly
Under
different
different names, yeah.
Like it's the same game over and over again, but then they're like, this one's in the future, this one's fairies, this one's like a D&D game, this one is cyberpunk. It's the same shit. That's a butterfly.
It is. Who left that butterfly here?
That's a robot arm.
I couldn't even tell what I was looking at.
Full Metal Alchemist.
What is this?
Well, this looks, if I was going to judge based off of what I've seen already, and the slight bit of gameplay that looked like walking out the door, it looks like a Soulsborne game.
It definitely looks like that. Is this? This isn't the Pinocchio thing, right? No, it's not.
I think that's already out.
I thought it was it looked like Bloodborne to start at first.
That's too wet for me, if I'm gonna be honest with you.
Ladies.
They need to make that a little less, okay.
Oh, it's King Robot.
Lies of P? Is this what it is?
That's why I said the Pinocchio thing. Is this Lies of P?
If it is, it looks slightly different.
No, it's not Lies of P. Although I could still be mistaken. But I don't think it is. It looks like Final Fantasy. Oh, it was Lies of P. Well, it didn't. It started. It went back and forth from looking like it to not looking like it.
Yeah.
Listen, pal. Nice landing, but
I feel like we saw a lot more of that than me. Oh, that is an amazing pre-order bonus.
What?
The fucking like Pinocchio real boy.
I didn't even beep that.
Oh my god, he was in.
No, demo's out.
I will go play that later.
Yeah, I'll play that.
That's right.
My thing with that was like,
Lies of P is now
it looked like it could have gone in any
PlayStation,
direction
Xbox,
at any
and
point.
PC. Check it out and prepare for the release on September 19th. Now it's time for the reveal of a visually stunning new game based on a classic manga with a story and world created by one of the most celebrated anime artists of all time. This is one of those games that I feel lucky we get to
Is it a
reveal
Berserk
for the
game?
first time here at Summer Game Fest. And I think
It's not
going to
be a
hyped
Dragon Ball Z
once you see
game,
the
so that's
gameplay.
not
All built in
Classic
Unreal Engine
manga,
5.
Akira.
Here we go.
Like,
My
how
brain
classic are
went
we
to
talking?
Berserk immediately. I don't know why it did, but that'd be cool.
So far, nothing's ringing a bell. This is like a field where every Dragon Ball fight happens, though. A desert land.
Dragon Quest?
Yeah, but the Dragon Quest wasn't a manga. That was a game first.
A new sheriff in town. And he's drawn by
Well,
Akira
Akira
Toriyama.
Wait, is it Dragon Quest? The only other thing that wasn't Dragon Quest or Dragon Ball by Akira Toriyama is Chrono.
Humans and demons live together. This looks almost like a Breath of the Wild type game, but with Akira Toriyama's style.
I like it though. Like I would play this.
I'm digging this so far. The different types of traversal that you got, the combat, stealth, Sandland.
Never heard of it. I'll give this a shot.
I would actually play this, yeah. I just like the style more, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Sandland, get ready to become an unlikely hero in an adventure where you don't need to be human to save humanity. That's coming from Bandai Namco.
That's a very
and
cool
we're excited
pitch
to see
line.
more of it soon.
Where you don't need to be human
Independent
to save
games
humanity.
are such an important part of
That's
the
a good
industry,
pitch.
and one thing that's very important to us at Summer Game Fest is supporting those creators as well. After the live show, stay tuned for Day of the Devs from iam8bit and Double
Sounds too
Fine with
spooky.
some incredible indie game reveals.
Like Day
Now,
of the
one of the
Dead,
biggest independent publishers is Annapurna Interactive. And later this month, as part of Summer Game Fest, they'll be revealing a number of ambitious new projects. Let's see how many you can figure out in this little tease.
Hey, it's your boy.
Stray.
Cat.
Neon White.
That's what you call it. I forgot what it's called.
Is this just announcing another show that's coming?
Yeah. Is this the devs thing?
I don't think this is Day of the Devs. I wasn't listening, to be fair, so here we are. I feel like Stray was like really cool, and then immediately fell off, and nobody gave a shit about it.
It was like popular for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the Annapurna.
Okay.
I'm not losing this.
Coming soon.
I wonder what that was at the end. We'll find out later this month. All right, next, we're stepping into the world of Throne and Liberty, a free-to-play PC and
No, thank
console
you.
MMORPG
How much did they pay you,
from
Keighley?
NCSoft and Amazon Games.
This show
with
is
an always
sponsored
changing
by
environment,
Honkai
massive
Star
scale,
Rail,
PvP,
Throne of Liberty,
the
and
ability to
Clash of
transform into
Clans.
creatures
Yeah,
that battle
right.
across land,
I'm
sea,
Nicolas
and
Cage.
air. Here's a look.
Nicolas Cage paid for this entire showcase just so he could come on here and talk about Dead by Daylight being the metaphor for humanity.
Right. Oh, Amazon Games. I'm already out.
Its shards scattered across the world.
Have they made a singular decent game yet?
Not to my knowledge. Didn't they have a live service game? I forgot what it was called though. I know it didn't last.
That seems like an excess of like fire pits to have to just light all those arrows, you know?
True.
You must find them. Harness their power.
That's a beard.
And put down this threat once and for all.
Yeah, they just stole the Assassin's Creed thing, bro.
Oh, not.
Even more so, because she
Oh,
turned
yeah,
into a bird.
the other one. Yeah, he is a bird now. You're right.
What's that, bro?
This is every game, every like mobile thing.
See, I know that there's an audience for these games, but like, it's one of those things where I'm like, why? Like, not to be a dick, but like, what is the appeal of these games when they're all so similar to each other and the gameplay is like almost practically the same? You know?
Yeah. Claim the throne.
Man has doors for shields.
Be jealous, too. You wish you had doors for shields. It's also another one of those blank and blank games.
Yeah.
that there's a million of.
Players wanted. No shit.
Xbox and PS5 though. Handstand. He didn't mean that at all.
Looks great.
They're paying me to say that.
Free Steam Decks for you right now. But on June
Those two in the
19th,
front keep
Steam
waving at the
Next
camera
Fest
as if they
return,
don't
giving fans
realize
a
that it's
chance to
always
try
going to
out
be coming.
hundreds of new in-development games. One of them is the free-to-play medieval fantasy sword fighting game Warhaven from Nexon, which lets you transform into supernatural immortals. Here's a new look.
That was the great. Looks great. His teleprompter said, "Say looks great."
Be enthused.
Yes, we will cash app you.
I'm gonna be honest. I couldn't tell you the difference between the last game.
No, I
and
was
this one.
thinking like with the same trope. I already forgot the name of the last one. What and what? Thrones and something?
This looks like Chivalry 2, but like third person Chivalry.
And this one's gonna be called like Glory and Fights. Glory and Arms.
That is right. Oh, man. This is a nothing burger.
Mm-hmm. Warhaven. Like, that sounds, again, that's like an every game type title.
Yeah. Oh, hey, this is not the creators on the screen for this fun party game. We do need to play this, I think.
What was this called? I remember seeing
It's like Gang Beast, but from a different company. Party game.
Yeah.
I remember this. It just looks like a more polished version of Gang Beast.
920. A lot of these games, like, I'm like, this isn't out yet. Kind of like Lies of P. Like, that's not out yet.
No, this is a Walking Dead game.
Pilgrims,
Dying Light.
summer is coming,
with the
and with
bar
it, a lot
like
of cool stuff
Walking
will
Dead.
make its way to Dying Light Tuesday
Still
Cinema.
technically
Get ready for
zombies, so
darker,
here we
more
are.
dangerous nights and roaming volatiles, complete with improved parkour, rolling out with the next update in June. Then, right after that, we'll kick off an event season like you have never seen before. Trust me, for one of them you will want to get your butt barbed wired. Very soon, you will get the deadliest summers to date.
It's the
Uh-oh, Skedio. Our stream.
No, I think it's theirs. I think it's the
Game Awards. Yeah, they're Game Awards. We are the live one. Let's do this and then we'll do that. I'm gonna fix it for you guys real quick. Don't worry, you're not missing much. They're showing off Minecraft Legends.
They're ahead of us. Oh wait, no, we're
That's
ahead of
much
them.
closer.
It's way closer.
I fixed it.
Yeah.
Valhalla is something I think I might be going back to.
You are on a kick right now.
Yeah. We'll talk about that on the podcast probably. What are we doing for the podcast, do you think?
This podcast won't be like a normal podcast. I think we just do news. It's just gonna be a news.
Welcome back to
thing.
Summer Game
Yeah.
Fest.
We can say
Isn't
we've
that
been
great?
playing.
By the way, Crash Team
We'll
Rumble.
have to cut out the being friends
Ripperoo
part.
and
Yeah, we're
Engine.
not friends. We're friends right now.
Cortex is right
Yeah,
here
this is the
inside
being
this
friends
season.
part that
Yeah.
you get.
Now it's time to change the topic and descend into madness. Joining me is a guy who was last on stage at the Game Awards 2021 to announce Alan Wake 2. He's come all the way from Finland. Please welcome from Remedy, Sam Lake.
Okay.
Hi, Sam Lake.
One thing I do find funny is that they're saying this is our first gameplay that we're seeing, but in the last trailer that we saw of Alan Wake 2, there was gameplay.
Looking dapper as always.
Like we saw multiple pieces of gameplay from multiple different characters.
Because when you announced Alan Wake at the Game or Alan Wake 2 at the Game Awards, you said 2023. We are in 2023. It's coming this October, and we are so excited about this. Sam, I know it's been a long time coming for fans and for you. 13 years since the first Alan Wake. So tell us a bit about what can we expect in the sequel.
It's been quite
Go
a journey.
backstage,
Yes.
paint your souls white, and come back.
Alan Wake 2 is Remedy's first survival horror game. We have 2 playable characters. It's a 50-50 split between them. They are on their own separate terrifying journeys through 2 different worlds, and yet it's all connected. And the player gets to switch between them at given points in the story as they choose.
Yeah, we saw, obviously, at the PlayStation event, you revealed Saga, the second character. Tell us a bit about her.
One thing I will say that I don't like about these things where they bring people on stage is where they just talk directly to each other like this and ignore the audience.
Going into this.
True. I can see that being they could at least posture themselves towards.
Yeah, Jeff kind of does it when he starts talking.
And then we have Saga, our new hero. FBI
but like
agent,
the devs, even Nicolas Cage
coming to the Pacific
was talking
Northwest,
right to Jeff.
Yeah, but then there was parts where he would he pause and look that way. But when it's just straight up devs, like they never look at the audience.
So and they're somehow
they're probably like, we're just used to being behind the scenes.
They are coming to investigate a series of ritualistic murders.
Okay.
And very quickly, the investigation turns into a nightmare. When they discover
the investigation turns into a nightmare. And this
story.
talking is also
I don't know enough about Alan Wake. Like, I'm not against Alan Wake. I just don't know enough about it.
No, I feel that.
Initials
Yo, what is up, Robbie?
And
I'm just seeing the chat now. Apologies. Also, as much as I am excited for Lies of P, I'm pretty sure Mortal Kombat 1 is also coming out September 19th. Says CLB.
Saga, this is sort of new character, and there is that
Mortal
sort of link.
Kombat's
Tell us a
coming
bit
out the
about, you
same
said
day
split
as
50-50. Do they have
Mortal Kombat,
separate missions?
or
Because I think you
Right.
can play them in sort of different sequences or orders if you want, right?
Yeah, we go into the experience playing as Saga. And it's a sequel, but it's also a standalone experience. We are not expecting everybody to do homework if they have not played the original game. This can be enjoyed as is. Saga doesn't know anything about the lore, about the supernatural in this world. She will be going in very quickly. She has to learn to survive. And with that, all the players will be on that journey.
Get off the stage!
And then we open up the experience.
It's one of those things where it's like, what do I dislike more?
To play
do I dislike
Alan
the
Wake
Honkai Star Rail bullshit games that are the same thing that they show over and over again?
And you can keep on
or when the
playing
devs
Saga
go on
in
and
the
on
Pacific
and on.
Northwest.
Yeah,
I can't tell which one I
investigation
like
goes
least.
on. And you are free
I
to
appreciate-
switch
like, I appreciate
between
wanting
them.
to
There are a lot of
explain the
connection
process.
points.
Yes.
But I feel like when you're at
Many
one of these
surprising
events,
ways,
it's like,
there
you
is
know
no
what
right
we're here.
way
I'm here to
play
see
through
game.
this. You can choose.
I'm gonna do this
you can
instead. This is
go
more
on
comfy.
as
Yeah,
as
I'm
Alan
lean
all the
up.
way close to the end,
just
or
fucking-
as Saga, or you can keep hopping between these two sides of it.
Well, you're always so good at kind of telling challenging, interesting narratives in unique ways. I mean, Remedy's always been known for that, and you especially. So we can't wait to see how these stories intertwine, I'm sure,
Much
throughout the
better.
experience. Today, though, I know you
Supporting
brought with you
your back.
some
Everyone posture
gameplay
check
of
in the
Saga's
chat.
Yeah,
adventure.
it's
We're just gonna see
important,
a raw
'cause I'm already
segment of the
feeling
game, right?
Yeah, raw
think we're even
gameplay
an hour
for the
in.
first time ever. This is
We're almost
early
an hour
on
in.
from the experience.
That's
hyped,
crazy
Sam.
to
They're
think that
ready
this
for
is. Here's the thing. While you and I are
So tell
both
us, what
not
are we gonna
Alan
see?
Wake
What-
people, this is pretty big.
Supernatural
big.
forces of darkness.
That's why I
this
didn't
is
want to
the
shit on it because I know it's a
the
big
murder
deal.
victim,
Yeah.
I never,
in this
I
case,
know nothing
back to
about
life as a
Alan Wake.
monster.
I think it's the basic gist is that
Saga
Alan
is
Wake,
outside
the
Bright
main
Falls
character,
at Cauldron
is like a
Lake,
writer.
trying
He's
to
writing
shit.
and everything
find
comes to
him
life. Then
and
he
Yeah,
writes
something
something
like
along those
Okay,
lines,
with
where
that,
it's like
let's
he's
take a
writing
look
horror
at
stories,
raw,
kind of like a
unedited
Goosebumps situation,
gameplay
but it's
from
more
Alan Wake 2. Thanks, Sam.
like dire, I guess.
that. Maybe we should stream Alan Wake 1 day.
I think isn't it on Xbox only?
It is.
I thought it was an Xbox exclusive because I remember back when it came, not when it came out, but like when it was a big deal back in the day,
Well, maybe it's on Game
and I
Pass
couldn't
then.
play it. lady's moving too slow. I need you to move a little bit quicker. Oh yeah.
Sounds like somebody's home.
Nicolas Cage just comes running back. The killer's on the way.
Goodbye.
Run.
I'm Nicolas Cage, by the way. Show up in that mint suit he had on.
Okay. It's not. I don't think it's a zombie game. It's more of like monsters, like random monsters. I like how they had a deer fest sign on the wall, and then the deer jump scare happened.
It came.
Hey, look, another deer jump scare.
Deerman. He's just eating them bullets.
What? I'm so confused.
Walk down upright after taking that many bullets.
Gotta double tap that. Come on.
Yeah, you need to.
The amount of bullets you just put into that, whatever. You're not gonna walk up and pop it in the head John Wick style after to make sure they're not getting back up. Like, come on. Oh, he had a little nice little bed in there too.
Get the health.
Is there a machine gun on the wall?
As a collectathon gamer, it's killing me that she's not picking up all the items in the room. And the health pack under the bed and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I knew it would be here. Like I saw it in a dream.
Why would you touch that?
That's where it stops.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson.
Exactly, you're right.
Killer left a message.
It's for us.
We were all trapped in a horror story.
I don't want to be an ass, but that was not that much gameplay.
It wasn't. That's why I laughed when they showed the title. I was like, oh, that's it?
And like also the fact that like they were talking about how we're gonna see so much gameplay. This is the first time ever. That gameplay was in the original trailer, just cut to be cool with the trailer. That was just a slowed down version of it.
It wasn't really new.
A long time coming, but Alan Wake 2 looks incredible. Thank you to Sam and Remedy for that first look at gameplay. Now let's get a first look at the co-op campaign of Warhammer Space Marine 2 from Saber and Focus.
Warhammer. Another thing that I am very not interested in.
We're facing a Tyranid splinter fleet. They
except for
engaged us on
Bolt,
2 planets.
that one looks fun. It's like
Avarax and Kadaku. I'll be straight with you, Titus. I have my reservations about your reinstatement. There could be questions.
Like, I get that these look cool, but I also like I feel like this is such like a big war thing to get into.
Yeah, I know nothing about Warhammer. Warhammer needs me? Little old me?
Guns are so Xenos inbound!
Unleash devastation.
Eviscerate this abomination!
Beat up a boss until the boss is like, oh, I'm devastated. Like, mission complete. Let's go home.
Your mother never loved you. I'm devastated.
We're out of here, boys. Another mission complete. He's devastated.
Open the gates.
It's crazy to me that games like this that are definitely
years.
Like they're big, right? Like this is a big franchise. And they're doing a co-op campaign. Yet Xbox couldn't do that with Halo. But the people from Warhammer are able to just do it. You know what I mean? Like I'm not a game coder or anything like that, but like if Warhammer can do it, how in the hell has Halo not figured it out still?
What they have figured out, well, one of their franchises did it, because that just looked like years. What is this?
I think we saw this previously, and I don't remember the name of it, but it looks dope.
Indeed. Your Grace. My potatoes!
So you're playing the king, and you have to make decisions about your kingdom, I guess. Like helping, kind of like how Cusco did in Emperor.
Yeah.
You miss anything good, Steel, that you left during Sandland? They showed Alan Wake gameplay, but it's been previously seen, and they keep saying that it's not seen before, which is bullshit. Other than that, it's been a lot of like live service, like Honkai Star Rail and Final Fantasy looking
now
games.
It's time for another
Warhammer is making your Gears.
Of Saber Interactive, Focus Entertainment,
Gear style game.
Yes, horror master John Carpenter. It's a brand new world.
So no, to answer your question,
a brand new story, and looks like a heck of a lot of fun. Check this out.
Man, Focus Entertainment is making something.
Yeah, it's like the third game we've seen.
We gotta be ready. Nobody half-asses this time. Ruby.
On my mark. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Carpenter's Toxic. Is this? I thought this was a game where you literally just sit on the car the whole time. We're gonna get copyright check. Every single like game showcase, there's one fucking game that's like, you know what?
Ruins the entire stream.
Licensed song that doesn't really need to be in there.
Yeah. I feel like we're at a point in gaming culture where companies should know that people are streaming these things. So it's like, all right, don't take that from them.
I feel like it's one of those things where it's like they don't want to pay for like a new song to be made, so they'd rather just pay for the rights for, you know, whatever's there for the trailer, because it can't be super expensive for them just to play that much of the song in the trailer.
But depending on where you get your music from, it shouldn't be super expensive to get a brand new thing.
Right. Well, this August brings the long-awaited full 1.0 release of Baldur's Gate 3.
This is the lull of the
and
show
today,
right
a new
here.
member is
Point.
joining the cast. We're
This
about
402, hour in.
Lord
This is the middle.
Gortash, the commander of a mechanical army of steel watchers.
So we're not
He's
necessarily
a second
interested in Baldur's
antagonist,
Gate.
and is
So I'm going to
voiced
take this opportunity. How are you feeling about the show so far?
I don't think it's a bad show. Only like I don't think it's knocking it completely out of the park. But I feel like we've had some fun things so far.
Yeah,
it's like surprises and stuff.
For sure.
You are soon to witness the people of Baldur's Gate granting me complete power.
I don't know. So far, I'll say it's like
a new age is upon us.
It's like a C+.
Gods have mercy on
about to
those
be a
who
B-.
stand in our way. A mad dog understands the yank of the leash of the hand of its
right now, it
master.
just feels like there's nothing special about it. You know what I mean?
My equal.
I like seeing more Lies of P.
Alliance can never
I
be
liked
mended. They can only break.
The Sand.
I want to lead
Akira
this city
Toriyama
of
games.
glory.
Sandland.
Not
Sandland.
scorched
That's a top. That's one of them at the top for me. Obviously, a Sonic game for me.
This city is mine.
That Prince of Persia.
I'm not ready.
That was cool.
That was crazy. Mortal Kombat looks amazing.
Shall we be allies?
Those are probably like the hitters right there.
I feel that. I guess I haven't personally been grabbed yet, so I'm not like in love with anything.
Gortash.
Baldur's Baldur's Gate 3 is on track, Sven tells me, still for the end of August, and we can't wait to check that out. All right. This fall, Marvel Games and Insomniac are set to bring Spider-Man 2 exclusively to PlayStation 5. Sounds like you guys are a little hyped, so to tell us more is Brian Intihar, game director at Insomniac. Brian, thanks for coming by. I know you guys are deep in development. First of all, it looks like we have some fancy art behind us.
Stuff. That's
is this the
dope
box?
cover, and I
box
wanted a steel book.
You know,
please and thank you.
Here it is. I mean, it has 2 on the box for a reason because this game features 2 Spider-Men, so we're really excited about it.
Absolutely. Peter and Miles, we're so excited about this experience that you guys are doing with these sort of 2 characters. We saw some great gameplay at the PlayStation Showcase, but I want to talk about the 2 villains, I think, in the game. There may be more.
There are more. There are more out there.
2 main ones, but we have some new art to show of, we obviously, Kraven, we got the reveal at the PlayStation event. So tell us a bit about him and how he factors in.
So Kraven's very different from any character we've done. He's not, he's not powered by magic or, tech. He's just the best hunter in the world, and he's coming to New York for his greatest hunt. And what's better than all of the Marvel characters that live in New York City? So Peter, Miles, and others, he's on the hunt.
And others, ...
Yes, yes.
But Venom also, obviously, symbiote is a part of this whole story. As we saw.
So that just lets us know that it's not Peter.
Oh, man. We've not seen that yet.
Yeah,
that
crazy.
looks sick,
I don't know how much you're going to tell us about Venom. Is this...
That's concept art, and I don't care.
It still looks amazing.
What's the origin of Eddie Brock Venom? Or?
It is not Eddie Brock.
Okay.
It is not Eddie Brock.
Okay.
Our goal was to tell an original story, something you haven't seen in the comics or the movies yet. Obviously, we love Venom for a reason.
Yeah.
All those things you love about the character are going to be there, but how the story plays out, who is Venom?
So it's going to be Harry Osborn.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. There's a bit of a tease. Now, obviously, the symbiote is a big part of the gameplay, and one of the things I think we were all struck with the footage that you showed at the PlayStation Showcase was, how that is going to really impact the gameplay when you're playing as, Peter. So tell us a bit about that and how, the gameplay is going to be dramatically different.
Yeah, I mean, I think you saw it in just the raw power, the strength, and even the transformation of Peter's moves in that gameplay reveal.
Yeah.
He's we call him the acrobatic improviser, him and Miles, but you can tell there's a lot more strength, a lot more raw power, aggression, which you saw both in the moves. And
he just becomes a hentai monster.
It's not just what happens in the game.
Tentacle monster.
Like, jeez, bro.
How it affects him as well.
Yeah, I mean, you saw some of that, and there's much more of that journey when you play the game.
And I know the journey is also more expansive. You've got Queens, Brooklyn, so even more.
It's gonna suck to swing.
Yeah, I mean the city is pretty much doubled in size. So
why? Because there's no tall buildings.
Yeah, it's gonna be like swinging in Central Park, where you're just zip the whole time.
You gotta zip and swing, go low and swing off trees.
Yeah.
Hugely ambitious game.
They're not high in
building over the past
Dude, that
few
one
years.
is the one move that sticks with me. They're literally against the wall. Because not only is it like insanely strong kicks that are happening to that person, they're directly at his genitalia. Like he's just eviscerating any chance of that person going to the bathroom normally.
True.
Like, and I can promise you, we are very confident what we're going to
just ruin that man's life.
Oh, what did he just say?
Okay, yeah, let's take a look.
Oh. Okay.
Let me see.
October 30th.
Nailing it. October
20th. That's loud and wrong. October 20th.
Awesome. Well, Brian, thanks so much for stopping by. I know you got a lot of work to do. Wrapping up the game, and we'll check it out in October. Thanks, Brian.
That's really close.
We got our date.
That's 2 months away.
Now let's take a look at Pal World, a multiplayer
I might have to say this might be one of the best
game where you can
years
befriend and collect
in a while. Like banger, like things coming out.
You can also fight. In other words,
2 months away,
kind of like Pokemon with guns.
October is not 2 months away.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking October was
Land of the Morning Light, a new expansion to Black Desert Online.
October's 10th.
See, listen, Celia, I don't know when seconds and months are. It's fine.
And some huge bosses too.
It's 4 months away. I know. Listen. Oh no, not Pal World.
Oh yeah, Pokemon with guns.
This is gonna be bad.
You know we might have to mess around.
I'm playing this game. Look how stupid this is.
That's why we got to do it. That's clearly a ripoff.
Also, how are they not being sued?
I don't know. They're just shooting the creatures.
Like, not only is it
Lapras with missiles. This is a game.
But it's really... It's like Fortnite.
What would it be
Pokemon.
a mod of? It could only be a game. No, they would get the shit suit out of them.
This is literally...
Isn't
Pokemon. That's Gardevoir.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's Lucario as a statue. This is fucking, what's it called? Salamence.
Early access. This is another game, like, how is this not out yet?
It's been teased for years. That's insane. We're going straight into the next game. This isn't what I think it is, though.
I know what you thought it was, and it's definitely not that.
I just saw the architecture and I'm like, please.
Yeah.
Are we back to the games that I don't care about again? Oh, it's Ganon.
It definitely looks like Ganon. It looks like Ganon mixed with Akuma.
Oh, it's Black Panther with the fucking Panther statue. My god, dude. That's fucking Ganon, dude.
It is definitely. This is one of those things that has way more effects than actual gameplay.
Land of the Morning Light.
Okay.
Black Desert.
Only on PC.
Okay.
Our story is more than what hobbits and
Okay,
elves
so this
know.
is a Lord of the Rings game.
It is time we told it ourselves.
Because we know how well
Hammer and axe
Gollum
we
did.
mine and
Let's make
scout.
more.
Did you watch Donkey's video?
Across
on that?
Middle Earth, delving for riches.
Is this Lord of the Rings Minecraft?
Lord of the Craft.
Greatest treasure
Mine of the
remains out of
Rings.
our reach. Moria.
Yo. Stop.
Apparently the Spider-Man release date is on track.
Come, my fellow dwarves.
Off after that.
Rally together. It's time we took back our home.
Okay.
I really feel like Lord of the Rings as like a gaming franchise is taking a spiral because that also could be like amazing. No
I feel like they
offense,
just, it's not, like, I feel like the time has passed for
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings. Like, and that sounds mean, but I just feel like...
I feel like the Lord of the Rings is also past in general. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, it's an established thing, right? And it's great, but making new things for it, it's not going well for them.
Right.
In the same situation like Star Wars, where it's like, Star Wars, they're making new things and they're doing good with them, you know?
Yeah.
Besides the sequel movies that weren't received well. But then after
right,
those
now
didn't
we're
receive
gonna look
well,
at an
we got
exciting new
amazing
mobile game
games
from a
with Jedi
legendary-
Survivor and
But
Fallen
are they still
Order,
making...
Mandalorian?
Oh, hey, they're still making Star Wars games, but are they
Yeah.
still making... It said it's a mobile game. That's why immediately I was like, eh.
Samara.
What? Whoever that was.
We still don't know Sephiroth, but he does have a
So we
cell
get to
phone.
beat... Oh, I like how... the art completely changed.
What is this? This is a collection of games?
No, this is something different. I don't know what this is. Oh, well, yeah, that's something
I'm so confused.
Something about mobile Final Fantasy. It's just like, just give me the big ones. Like, I just only ever want to play the console AAA ones.
Yeah.
It could even be a part of the story, how they try to have continuing stories and everything, but it's like, I don't want to play that way. Like, I don't care. I just want to play the mainline Final Fantasy stuff.
Crisis?
No, I'm good.
registration for Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis has just started, and users will have the chance to participate in an upcoming closed beta test. Now, speaking of Final Fantasy, no. Today during Summer Game Fest, DoorDash.
Because my brain immediately went to Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, whatever it's
Plus,
called.
get the chance
coming
to win
out.
a Final Fantasy 16
So you
prize
order
pack.
from Taco
DoorDash to
Bell
stay in your game.
with $20 plus, and you might
Now
win.
here's a look at the game we
Final
debuted last
Fantasy
year
game.
at TGA. Banishers
I
Ghosts of New
respect
Eden, the
Keighley
story
for
of
tempering everybody's like,
haunted
no, shut up.
wilds of North
It's not that.
Again with this
Jeez, focus
studio.
at it. Y'all are going in.
Life to the living.
No.
Death to the dead.
Don't nod. Focus entertainment. They're getting money.
We are
We've seen this before. This is the one where the dude's wife is like, a
Oh,
ghost
yeah,
living
yeah.
through all the stuff.
I do remember that.
Yeah. Maybe we get gameplay, because I think we only got cinematic stuff. Yeah. Look at all those ghost chains.
I want revenge on what killed me.
Ghost chain!
I want
ghost chains.
Hey. Ghost chain.
As the man says, we face a choice, simple and awful. I banish you. Death to the dead. Do we kill?
I don't know what this game is.
To be together again.
Yeah, it's not translating well. It's not understandable enough.
Or do we part?
I feel like you will only understand the plot of this game when you play it.
Whatever you are, come on.
So it looks like you're almost time jumping back and forth between these two people. But then why are they connected?
That's when I hear him be like, "Get him, ghost wife!" Jumps out, destroys him. Sega?
それで今回の指令はあなた好みの単純な力仕事です
Yakuza game?
I assume so.
ある人物を警護していただきます頼みましたよ
Or is this the new
コードネーム上流大丈夫か
お待たせしてしまって
トラブル発生
Bro, what are
車はまだ
those glasses, dude?
到着まで3分何があったお前らも今回り右すりゃ無事に帰れるさもなきゃこれから起きることは全部お前らの選んだ結果だ
I need to play a Yakuza game.
Me too. I've never played one. At all.
Like a Dragon Gaiden. The man who erased his name.
So a new
That
one.
is the worst title I've ever heard in my life.
A man with no name is better than a man who erased his name. It's too many.
Yeah. Maybe it sounds cooler in Japanese.
Good morning.
Probably
Stanley.
does.
It is 7:32 a.m. I hope you have a productive day.
Is this some like underwater, like Subnautica game?
Adjusting morning wake up. Good morning. Just stand.
Base to capsule 12. Come in.
This kind of
Yes,
stuff
Stan.
scares me. Just the ominousness of not knowing what's underneath, like in the darkness of water.
The submarine
Definitely a leak here, Tim.
was pooping as it swam. Hey, look, it's the outside air.
How long has it been now?
3 years. 2 months and 17 days. What sort of operation are they running down here? He shouldn't be here. Is someone there? This doesn't make sense. Is someone else down here? No.
Are you there?
those games look like they're both like relaxing and calm, and also terrifying.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I could play them.
It's a beautiful new game, Under the Waves, and today, incidentally, is World Ocean Day. Fun fact.
Move
All
on,
right,
Jeff.
next,
It's not
Call of
Final
Duty.
Fantasy VII.
Well, there's a new Call of Duty coming this fall
Nah,
along with
nah.
Warzone Mobile. Today, we're going to give you the first ever look at Season 4 of Modern Warfare 2 Warzone, launching next week. Here's your first look at Vondel, a new Warzone location with points of interest, including a medieval castle, a soccer stadium, and an abandoned zoo.
A zoo?
Yeah, it's all happening. Check it out. There
Well,
you
it's
go.
abandoned, so it's not cool anymore.
I know, right? He took the coolness out of the zoo. I want to shoot a giraffe.
I want to shoot a giraffe. Hashtag not my Call of Duty.
You're right. Get him in the neck.
I gotta try Warzone again with Warzone 2. I got that. Tim the Tatman.
Oh, I bet you did.
Yeah, I bought that. I actually like his operator pack too. It came with a cool M4 blueprint.
This is like a fun map, though.
Yeah, if I'm going to say one thing, it's a lot brighter than I expected. Like a lot of like the soccer field with like a giant blue airsoft barricades and shit. And also the graffiti and it's an aquarium. It's not like gray like most Call of Duties are.
Yeah. I wanted that plane to hit the truck.
Yeah, look how cool fucking Ghost looked in the background with his fucking skull
Season
being
4
blue and
next
sunglasses
week.
over
Today
top
is a
of the skull.
big day for video games,
Because
but
that's
also
what it
a
needs.
huge day for Porsche.
Hey, a car. There's a car. There's a car on
75
stage.
years old
Technically.
today. And to celebrate their contributions in the automotive and gaming space, we've all raced a 911 at
Car
some
go
point
bro.
at a game. Xbox has teamed
Of
up
course
with Porsche
Xbox
for
did.
a
Why is
limited
it
edition
Porsche
run
as well?
of 75
Why isn't it
consoles
just
inspired
Porsche?
by 6 famous Porsche
Because
race
Americans
cars.
don't have class.
And I'm thrilled to debut the first design here today, inspired by the Porsche 963 that's racing this weekend at the 100th running of the 24 Hours of Le Mans.
I
Let's
don't
take a
know
look.
words.
That was a lot of words that didn't mean anything to me.
So it's just sponsored by Xbox? Like it's not even a game?
I think it's this car getting put in the game. Man, I was so energized before this, and I am snoozing right now.
I think that's where the show was, because the middle got kind of like nothing exciting.
It's just a new
That is
Xbox.
the ugliest Xbox I've ever seen.
That's.
It's funny because what kid on Christmas was like,
Here it is.
I want the Porsche Xbox.
Series
None.
X. These custom
Not a
consoles are
single
not for
one.
sale, but you can enter for a chance to win one
No.
right now.
I'm good.
At Porsche Xbox.
There's been a
want
lot
that.
of giveaways in my life.
Stay
I've won a
tuned for
couple
the Porsche
giveaways
and
in my
Xbox
life on
social
my
channels
social
for
media and
additional
shit.
opportunities.
And this is one
to get your
that I
hands
will
on
refuse
these
to even
special
enter.
consoles.
No,
All right.
for what?
There's no
Next,
point.
Phoenix Labs are building the next
Farm
entry in the cozy
game.
farm sim genre. We all like a cozy game inspired by classics like Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley. Previously announced
They don't even
for
have to
Nintendo
show us
Switch, there's now
the
some
trailer
exciting
for us to
news for
know
PC
exactly
players
what
too.
it looks like.
Let's take a look.
How many
at
trees do you
Fate
think
Farm.
they cut down in this trailer?
It looks like all of them.
Life in
It looks
Asuria's
like all the
been treating me well.
farming games.
One tree.
Do we think you have to go in a
So
cave to
quickly.
get resources to come back to build
Before I
farm
know
up
it,
and fight
they
little
turn
monsters?
into seasons.
There's building relationships.
It's been a breath of fresh air.
Yep, fishing. Yeah, it all checks out.
I think we found a
Making
way
your
to
house.
get cozy and settle in.
Come on, where is it?
But there's something
Where is it?
more I've been itching to explore.
Oh wow, I got a fairy. It looks like
where
a
magic
drop of
comes to
something.
meet us. As long as we're prepared, we
Yep,
can face
there it is.
anything.
In a cave, fighting things to bring back.
So, what do you say? There's so much yet to discover. Are you ready?
It's
Why
funny
are
because it's
people cheering?
It's obviously on Switch. There's PS5 and
Promised
Xbox One
variety.
not up
There
there.
it is. Fate
So you
Farm
got that,
and Mortal
Nintendo.
Kombat in the same show, only at Summer Game Fest. Now, please welcome Ben Brode, Chief Development Officer and
Sealed, he
flannel
said hideous
enthusiast
to
at
the
Second
Xbox.
Dinner,
I'm
the
actually gonna
developers
enter
behind
that.
the popular collectible card game Marvel Snap. What's up, Ben?
Oh, Marvel Snap.
Man, you guys have been
Man,
on
people
fire.
like
Last time
this
I
game,
saw
and
you
I
was at
don't
the
know
Game
how.
Awards
I gave it
when
the
you
good
won
old college
Best
try.
Mobile
You did.
Game.
This is
Seems like
boring.
you've been very busy. We're excited about the Spider-Verse content you've been doing. Lots going on over there, right?
Yeah, it's been exciting.
card
We've been
game
doing
on
a
your
bunch of
phone.
new features, some of the wildest cards we've ever made.
Making cards!
Some new game modes. Yeah.
I was just playing it backstage.
That's a segue, Ben?
Certainly, yeah. I'm excited to announce Marvel Snap's biggest update ever.
Black sneaker
We have a new game mode coming
He's
next
actually talking
week.
to the audience
It's
as well, which is
Conquest
nice.
mode. It's a great way to get a super competitive experience and some exciting new rewards. But you don't have to wait till next week. If you haven't tried Marvel Snap, go download it right now on your mobile device or early access on Steam.
All right, Ben. I love the enthusiasm, Ben.
That was Keighley's way of saying,
That's
calm
you.
down.
You're made for
Chill out.
YouTube. All right. Well, we heard you brought something fun with you for us to watch, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, listen. I am incredible at card games, so I often win. But some people, and maybe you've had this experience, Jeff, some people lose.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
And I like to think it's because they suck. No offense, Jeff. But sometimes,
This guy just said
sometimes
people
it's because
suck.
It might just
He
be
did.
a little bit unlucky.
Cue the tape.
That guy was having a good time. I'll give it to him. He actually. Hey!
I don't have an ideal hand of cards. here, but
Pro ZD.
That's fine.
Never.
He's a YouTuber, but he also does like voice
Anyway,
acting
let's
and
reveal the
stuff.
first location.
His YouTube videos are pretty much
Just
like
one. Each
30
player
seconds long.
destroys
Oh.
the deck.
And he's extremely popular.
Okay, I guess I will work with what I have. I'll play Medusa on location
That was
number
Medusa,
2.
not
She gets
Medusa.
+2
There
power.
was a cow on
I
Medusa.
got it.
Location.
I saw
Clover
it.
Dangerfield has a 25% chance of destroying your cow.
Okay, well, I mean, 25% isn't that bad. And it's gone. Okay, well, I have some powerful cards in my hand, so I can just wait. Let's see the next location.
The Big Barn. Players cannot play 4, 5, or 6 cost cows.
You gotta be kidding me.
Also, if you don't play a card this turn, you have 0 friends.
Now you're just being me.
Still to come, we're going to look at Immortals of Avium from EA Originals and Ascendant, and the world premiere first look at Chapter 4, Season 3 of Fortnite Wilds. Now, if you're looking for the smartest way to level up your gaming this summer, compare top credit cards side by side with NerdWallet and start maximizing your cash back rewards on everything from Wi-Fi to headsets.
I'm having a hard time with
here's
this
a look
show.
at
I'm not
King
gonna lie
Arthur
to you.
Legends Rise, a new
I'm not having a
cross-platform
good time.
UE5 game for
Even
mobile
with
and
the things
PC,
that I've liked,
a
I'm
Fantasy
not
Squad
having a great time
RPG
with this
adventure
show.
that is available
And
to
I'm feeling
pre-register
like Keighley
today.
has let me down a little bit. This is just me though. I don't want to harsh the mellow.
I got you.
But
do I think it's like one of the best shows? No. Keighley has put out better shows.
I am increasingly becoming more bold, and I feel bad about that because I love Jeff Keighley. I love what he does for the gaming space, and you know he's a fan of the games as well. But like, I feel like a lot of these games, I don't think Jeff is playing these.
No. I'm tired of seeing this genre, this setting.
Yeah. There's too many of them, and not enough that are stand out enough to like be good enough to like.
Like medieval, medieval magic. That setting is starting to be just as annoying as the fucking anime games.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Wayfinders, do you remember the fall? The gloom descended on Skylight. You rallied to protect the beacon and paid a terrible price. You fell, and the world was broken. Remember who you were, who you are, and return to us. This world needs champions.
It's just Fortnite.
Yep, everything. Wait, did we see this?
We saw this at a different show, I think.
I'm about to say, I know we saw Wayfinder pretty recently.
Yeah. Here we go.
Word.
I'm interested to see what they do in this next coming season, if I'm being honest with you. Because there's a lot of really cool stuff with the new Unreal Engine shit. Like, this is what they're showing off right now. And they can just do infinite things. And it's crazy how much cool stuff they can do. This one was the one I did. The Unreal,
the dragon one?
The dragon one, because that one kind of sucked. It was just pretty, but like there was nothing that happened in it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Steve, seriously, you don't stand a chance.
Turn-based 4v4.
Project under construction.
I'm out. As soon as I saw what the gameplay was.
This seems like something I think that John would like.
What do you say, guys? One more game?
Good morning, scavenger. Scan your surroundings to retrieve and recycle anything that could be of value
So
to
No Man's Sky Jr.
Winnie a general.
Exactly. This is Nickelodeon No Man's Sky.
I actually like the look of that one a little bit. That one was like
Captain's log.
I could play that for an hour just to chill, you know?
It's a toilet game.
Hey, look, Star Trek. I recently watched a Star Trek movie on one of our movie days.
And the crew is standing
it was
by.
do you know anything about Star Trek? Like anything?
The modern Star Trek movies are
The
amazing.
old one.
I haven't watched any of the old ones. I don't care about the old ones. But the modern ones I love.
Oh, really?
The modern Star Trek movies are great.
This one, they went into the past to get Spock. They got Spock, and now they're going back to the future. But they stopped in like our time during that time.
Mm-hmm.
So like, because they needed to get whales. Like real life whales.
Hey there, Summer Game Fest 2023. It's
Why is Will
Arnett
Arnett here? Lego Batman?
I was about to say that.
Right?
I thought that same thing.
My buddy Anthony Mackie and I have been working on this for some time now. We're really excited to share with you Twisted Metal, which is streaming only on Peacock starting July 27th. And I'm very excited to share a sneak peek of the character of Sweet Tooth, who I had the pleasure of voicing. Hope you enjoy it.
He's the voice of
Check
Sweet
it out.
Tooth, but Samoa Joe is the body.
This is gonna be fun.
Swung a little wide there.
Well, aren't we a tall glass of water? Me? I'm more of a Hawaiian punch. I'm guessing you don't fight much outside of your car now, do you?
Look, clown. I don't need four wheels to kick your ass. Any chance we can get this back in the cars?
How about a little kill music?
That's the song. The song.
She had dumps like a truck. Thighs like what? All night long.
Let me see that
What?
thong.
Like it when the beat goes. Baby, let your booty go. Girl, you want to show?
What is happening?
Do you love the silver-haired god? Don't lie to me.
Yeah, man. Look, I listened to Unleash the Dragon so many times the disc broke. I'm not a liar.
But you said you were coming to my show, and then you shot at me.
It was a misunderstanding. I've been getting shot at ever since I can remember. It's a forced habit, I guess.
Sounds like you have trust issues.
Duh. New series.
Alright. The beginning I didn't like.
It came around on the comedy at the end.
The comedy came
Who
around.
hasn't dreamt of duplicating oneself
In my
in order to
opinion,
multitask? This new hack
I don't
and
think
slash
that
game
we
with a
needed
tactical
Will
twist
Arnett to do a
allows you to do
voiceover,
just that. Brought to
because
you
I think
from
that
France.
Samoa
Here's the
Joe
world
could have done
premiere
it.
reveal trailer of Lisfunga,
you know more about
Time
Samoa Joe
Shift
than me.
Warrior.
His
Later
voice
this year.
almost sounds the exact same as what the impression that Will Arnett was just doing.
Oh, then what's the point?
Yeah. You needed a big name, I think.
That's the
thing.
I don't know. He could have carried that.
I don't know. CLD, tell me if I'm right or wrong there, but I feel like Samoa Joe could have been the voice actor for that.
I'm here again.
They got Spock in there time and swung back. Listen, Lucia, you need to go check out my letterbox score for that because it's even better than both Anna and Trevor's that you had a problem with.
Again, but with another meat to fight with.
You're coming with me.
They need to make a you know what letterbox?
Yeah.
They need to make that, but for video games.
Yeah, that seems like an obvious thing.
Yeah. Because I want to like log the games I play and like give them a score and shit like that. There might be something like that, but I just don't remember it.
I don't know. I know what letterbox is, but I can't think of the equivalent. Video game equivalent.
Letterbox could even make their own, like for video games.
What? How do you say that? Lispanga?
I can feel that there are more.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know. This show is.
Very cool independent game. All right, next up is a brand new IP from Ascendant Studios, a single-player, first-person magic shooter called Immortals of Avium.
Yes,
it's fast and fluid. It's an FPS in a fantasy setting, kind of like Doom with magic. It also has a great cast led by Darren Barnett as the main character Jack, and he joins us now. Hey, Darren.
Hey, guys.
Great to have you with us.
Thank you.
This is such a cool game, super high production value, spectacular gameplay. Tell us about the guy you play. You're the main character, Jack, right?
Yes, I'm playing the main character, Jack, as seen behind me. He's a battle mage that controls all three forms of magic, triple threat. He's brash, he's funny, but he gets the job done.
Well, it's the gameplay, as we've seen, is just so fast-paced. There's so much action in it. With all the spells, the spell casting, and the magic. What can you tell us about the story and sort of how this battle mage Jack becomes a battle mage, right?
Yeah, he kind of comes from nothing. He's I guess they call him a street rat, is what he was. But he, during a time of intense trauma, he summons the power to control magic. Becomes part of the Immortals, which is like the elite Navy SEAL squad of this world called Avium, and they are in the middle of an Everwar fighting for the control of magic.
Okay. Normal stuff.
You have a great cast. Eugene Torres in it. Lots of amazing actors.
I assume means it's a war
really high production value game that's coming.
That's what I would assume.
We don't have to wait long for it.
Nobody's going to ever control
and I know you brought something
and they're all
with you to share today, which is a gameplay sequence, which is one of the most epic sort of parts of the game, right?
All right.
Yeah.
You're not missing much.
So this is a wild part of the game.
The only thing that's interesting to me about this game is that it's made by ex-creators of Call of Duty.
directly, who is the top.
I didn't remember. Okay. That's something.
So like the shooting aspect of this is very similar to Call of Duty and shit,
of a video game
but it has the same issue that I have with all magic-based video games.
In the middle of the ocean,
is that it looks like there's too much happening.
It's wild. So let's take a look.
There's too many effects and like particles and shit happening.
I feel like a lot of these games lately are leaning on that. Like I see all the particles, but show me the raw gameplay.
Yeah. Like that's why I love games like Ghost of Tsushima and stuff like that, because it's simple and easy and you see what's happening.
It leans on the actual mechanics than looking pretty.
Like this is just like a lot of pretty colors, but like obviously when you're in the game it's gonna be different because you're gonna know what everything is and blah blah blah. But like just looking at the gameplay instead of like the cinematics and stuff, I can't tell what colors are good / bad / what this means, and it's not easy to understand.
5 knots.
You think that chick's gonna be the new Lady D for people?
I can see that.
Yeah. Musclemani. Grappling hook. Game's already better than I thought it was.
That's a point up. Grappling hooks make everything better.
Not only is it a grappling hook, it's a magic
gameplay.
Don't like that.
No, I was about to say that looks ugly.
Got it. That looks cool.
Gotta get to the control.
Squeeze it. Hell yeah. Why did we just transition to new gameplay?
That part wasn't finished yet. It's cool, man. Just come on. I said it's cool. Just come on. Okay, never mind. It's not cool. Miles won't shut up. Oh, gang signs.
I really don't know how I feel.
It's like it's so many things happening that. All right, you're aiming, downside shooting, but it's just magic, no bullets. Boss fight, I guess.
I'm also trying to like look at the HUD and like try to understand what's going on with it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not seeing much.
One battle mage.
I want to be an immortal.
That looks
I want
nice.
to fight this war as one of
Like
you.
that looks like really well rendered, whatever they just showed compared to everything else.
The Pentasod has gifted you with the ability to
Trying to walk Miles
manifest
back
all
upstairs.
three colors of
He's
magic.
screaming at you. He's like,
He
yo.
is. I don't have food for you down here, cat. You would go this destructive way.
We're only going to win this one together. Sigil up.
I also don't like the wrist thing. I don't like the way it looks goofy. It don't look right.
Right.
I don't know.
Love that we get to show
There's
you
also a
guys so
part of me
much
that's like, if
amazing
it's a
raw
magic game
gameplay
where you're
today,
shooting
and that
magic
game
out of your
was
arm,
coming out
do
this
this.
summer from Ascended.
Literally,
Yeah.
give me a
Now,
finger
one
gun.
game that constantly
That would be
reinvents
more
itself is
intuitive.
Fortnite.
Like,
And
give me
tomorrow,
the
Chapter
regular
4
shots or
Season
the
3
finger
Wilds
gun.
launches,
Give me like a
and
fireball
today,
hand.
Summer Game
Give me
Fest
like
debuting
a
the
fucking
cinematic trailer
Obi-Wan
preview of the
force
season.
hand for
Something.
pushes.
Center of the
Something
island
different
has
than just a
collapsed,
giant
revealing a
metal
vast
contraption with a
jungle
point
with
Right.
ancient
that looks
secrets
like
discovered.
the
And of
quill
course,
tip.
There's a
you
whole
know?
new battle
I
pass
see what you
lineup
mean.
where you can unleash the power. Yes.
Right, this is going to be cool.
Cybertron.
I think.
Here we go.
This season, I think, is going to be fun. Also, one of the characters in the battle pass is named Ryan. It's a female, but it's spelled exactly like how Ryan's name is spelled. But not
Ryan's a girl.
I said it to Ryan. I'm like, "Yo, you're in Fortnite now, but you're a girl." He's like, "I'm a baddie."
I mean, he was working on his dumpy at work,
Yeah,
so
that'd be true. His work be working on his dumpy. Brought Raptors back.
that was the thing. That was the thing before.
Yeah, way back when those guys were originally introduced, I'm pretty sure. This character's from this passage, Battle Pass. There's like a skull dude with a mohawk, and people are saying that he is the younger version of that. Normally they wait like 3-4 seasons before they do stuff like that, where it's like it's the same character but an evolved form of whatever story they're trying to tell. But this one, it's like immediately right
Gotcha.
after. So,
Gotcha.
the jetpack. Jetpack's back.
Look, it's Robotman.
Are you Optimus?
Optimus. So that's how they play that off. Because I was wondering.
One thing I hope that they do is they have an emote for him that's exclusively for him where he transforms into his truck form.
That'd be dope.
Yeah. Love that hair. That was really well rendered. Holy shit. Yeah, there's the
I see him.
Fortnite Wilds launches tomorrow.
Yeah, that's
Finally, guys, it's time to get to our grand
like
finale.
out of nowhere.
And it is a deep
it's a grand
honor for
finale.
me to present this game. What you're about to see is a world premiere trailer that gives us a new look at an expansive world we can't wait to
Starfield?
explore again.
Or again.
Nah, because that's getting its own thing.
This game comes from a studio that surprised the world and redefined the RPG genre with its iconic characters and rich storytelling.
Iconic characters.
I want to thank them for this trailer for one of gaming's most anticipated
So it's not
upcoming
Fable,
releases.
because that's not iconic.
The rumors were true.
The rumors were true.
We're still here at the scene of this terrible disaster.
Midgard. It's Final
Caused by a
Fantasy
massive
7.
tornado which swept through sectors 0, 1, and 2. Amidst the wreckage of the
shit, she dead?
expressway, search and rescue operations are already in
We're at
progress.
13.
The unknown journey continues.
Hey, now I can actually play this to completion.
Yeah, true. It's a hell of a way to end the show.
Yeah,
so green.
for sure. This is a banger to end
After
on.
everything we've done to it, it's still going strong.
It may look that way.
Is the dog
In
talking?
reality,
It's Red 13, Chris. Come on. What's wrong with you?
I only played like 3 hours of this game, the first one.
I was wondering.
I uninstalled it so that I could
Cloud
play
been doing these past 4
Assassin's
years?
Creed Black Flag.
Where's he been?
Honestly, I'm the
And
best.
you're asking me this? This is gonna sound crazy, but as far as I know, Cloud was never in
You need to
Nibelheim
get out of
5
that
years ago.
Chocobo's ass, bro. Like, move the camera.
The life stream. It is the very essence of our star. The blood coursing through its planetary veins.
According to
This looks
Hojo,
so
they're
different from the
connected
one
to
that I was
Sephiroth.
playing.
Doesn't it look that
Shadows
much
of
different?
Neb.
I mean, it looks
I
more
believe
like
called him.
old time. Like, it looks like they're in a completely new environment.
Sephiroth
You know what
was
I mean?
in
I mean, technically they are.
Yeah, like,
With the way the first one
Whatever
ended.
happened?
I don't know
He's
how.
alive.
To be fair.
Okay.
I'm just used to the city, like
Yeah, yeah.
like cityscapes and like the underground area
After 5
so far.
years, doing who knows what.
Well, now, think we woke it up.
Angered it, more like.
So do you get to play as that doll thing in the first game?
Feast your eyes on the Turk's latest and greatest, Elena.
She may be new.
Yo, it's Andrew Tate. Holy shit. Put Andrew Tate in my fucking game, man. My top G. My Bugatti. You ride your Chocobo, I ride my Bugatti.
None of you know how to be men. I'm the only man that knows how to be a man. Oh, this God. I'm looking for continuing. Yeah, you see.
Keep her away from me!
They say she's a monster. That she can peer inside you, into the very depths of your soul. That she can become those you hate, those you fear.
Why is it in that every anime
Those you
game
love.
or some sort of game that has an anime feel to it, the villain ends up becoming some sort of tentacle monster?
You murdered my dad.
I don't know. They love tentacles in
My
Japan.
village.
You know that I killed her. So, who is she?
Yeah. Oh, snap.
Do we get a date? Early 2024. So on 2 discs.
Oh, shit. A 2-disc modern game?
There you have it. That was
That just
Final
lets me know it's
Fantasy
too
VII
long.
Rebirth coming early.
So they pushed it out of
2024
2023 now.
to
You know
PlayStation
that.
5. Nomura-san, thank you so much.
Bless
All
you.
right. That's going to do it for Summer Game Fest, our live showcase. But that is not
Yes, it
the
is.
end of
the
Summer
dev
Game Fest.
thing.
Stay tuned this weekend for updates on many more games during SGF Play Days, a hands-on event for media here
All
in
right.
Los Angeles, including Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty, as well as the Xbox
Told you,
and Bethesda
Phantom
showcase
Liberty would
on
be
Sunday.
showing up
right
some
now, though,
way.
stay tuned for Day of the Devs from
Day of the
8-Bit
Devs
and
stuff.
Double Fine, which celebrates the independent game culture with a number of new game reveals over the next hour. We'll see you this summer, later this summer on August 22nd for Gamescom opening night live in Germany, and again in December when we come together here in Los Angeles to celebrate 10 years of the Game Awards.
Damn, it's been
Thanks
10
for
years?
watching, everyone. We'll see you soon.
Yes, man. Well, that was Summer Game Fest.
I'm keeping my C grade.
Yeah, that sure was fine.
It was fine. Even though it ended with Final Fantasy, like it was just like, all right, it was too much of a known quantity for it to be like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It looks great. Looks like the first one with extra stuff.
Among Us, do you want to? I wouldn't be shocked if we got that at the Game Awards. We could probably see some stuff there. But I don't know, man. I feel like Keighley needs to stop putting on these games that are all the same thing over and over again. Like, it's not to, like, shame them or... Like, I don't want to sound like the boomer parent that's like, all your music sounds the same. But, like,
Yeah.
those games, bro, they're the same thing.
Very much so.
I don't know. It's a hard thing to navigate, to say the least. But
Without a doubt.
yeah, pretty decent, pretty okay. What do you guys think in the chat? If anyone's still hanging out, I know CLD's on the phone, and then Unigov might still be hanging out, but I guess we'll put this as the smaller version of us, and we'll just talk over this. So that show was fine.
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel, man. It's not like I'm expecting like mind-blowing shit, but like the thing is, like, they act as if mind-blowing shit's gonna show up, and then it doesn't.
This kind of going off what you said, I feel like what I'm getting from this is, on the surface, that's not a bad. It wasn't a bad presentation. It's just the fact that I think we're getting.
I want that. If that comes with a puppet, I swear to God, I want that.
Me too.
We gotta get that puppet.
Hi everybody, and welcome to the Daily Dead Digital Showcase. Thanks to Jeff.
I feel like what we're getting with this stuff is that it's hard. It's hard to keep upping the ante with these shows because everybody's expectations are through the roof, which they should be for what we've gotten in the past. But at the same time, I think that like kind of what you said. Like they're giving us so much of the same thing though. Like how many zombie games do we need to see? How many of those anime games do we need to see? How many fantasy? We saw a lot of the same settings.
Yeah.
You could have cut all, like not all of it. Gave us like one or two. Like if you were gonna have all of those, you could have kept the show an hour, and it would have been banger, surprise, banger, banger, gone.
I agree. I don't know. It's hard to navigate because like those games have an audience, or else they wouldn't be making them.
True.
We're obviously not the intended audience, so that's why we're not just like shitting on it, but like we're, not high on it.
Yeah.
But it's just like it was fine. Like there's nothing shocking that showed up. Like the most shocking thing that I think that showed up was Spider-Man giving their release date so casually.
Yes, that I did not expect to see anything Spider-Man.
Yeah, I thought we would get like something Spider-Man, like maybe like a cinematic or something, just to give us a little bit more tease towards the story without not spoiling anything major.
Yeah.
At least, like, maybe even, like, when Miles first gets, like, attacked by some of the hunters in, like, New York or something.
Right.
Something simple like that, where it's just like, what are these guys? Why are you guys dressed up like what's, I don't know, it's like some stupid corny joke, or, like, something like that. But then, like, we get a release date, and it's super casual for no reason. Nicolas Cage is on the stage for some reason for Dead by Daylight, and that's not even shitting on Dead by Daylight, because... Yeah. It's a live service game that still exists, but it's also a game that has been out for so long and is adding just a character as a survivor.
Right.
Which not everyone can experience that because there's 4 survivors every time.
Yeah.
So it's not the most amazing thing in the world. If you gave us Nicolas Cage and 3 other actors in the same exact setting, that'd be different, I think.
That would be unexpected too.
Yeah. As opposed to just Nicolas Cage.
Right.
In my brain as well, I would also want, like... I thought it was going to be Nicolas Cage as Renfield, like from, like, when
that
he was
would have made
Dracula.
more sense to me.
Yeah, like,
Trent,
him as the killer. That would be cool.
Take them towards back over there.
But...
Go play over there if you want to go play.
That's just me. I know that there are some people that still, play along to, what's it called? But it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, I think we can... I think we need like an hour or two to like process this, like mentally, like what all was shown. And then maybe we'll record tonight digitally instead.
I'm just speaking on the show since we're still on camera. I almost wish we didn't get the Spider-Man stuff here.
No, yeah, same.
I would have rather them had a state of play about Spider-Man where we see more gameplay and then it's more gameplay, a little bit of what's going on, a little like some behind the scenes things, and they wrap it up with and the date. Like it would have, I think it would have hit harder.
Yeah, for sure.
He just walked on stage, concept art was dope. Here's concept art. Oh, and we got a date.
Oh, by the way, Eddie Brock's not Venom.
Yeah.
Big fucking spoiler to the plot. To be honest, to be fair, I think Eddie Brock's gonna get the symbiote at the end of the game. That's gonna be the whole thing. That's gonna be the post-credit scene of the game.
Do you think they make a Venom game out of that?
I don't think we get a Venom game, but Spider-Man 3 might involve like Maybe we get a Venom game. Now that I think about it, that could work. You do like Lethal Protector Venom, where he's like kind of a good guy, but he's doing it in vicious ways.
That would be funny. That'd be good. I wouldn't be mad at that.
Yeah.
Trent, shut up. I don't even care if that's on camera. Or go back upstairs.
We're so excited to finally reveal this. It's a really special.
Thank you.
I don't know. It's a weird show, to say the least. There were weird choices made. We saw some cool stuff,
right?
But not enough where I was like, I'm gonna put it this way: I requested off half a day for this. I don't know if it was worth it.
It was on like I kind of feel that way. I feel like it was worth it in the sense that we streamed it.
Yeah,
it's worth it to get together to do things.
For sure, I'm more so
the
in the
show
sense of,
itself.
Like, if we weren't doing the show, and this was
no,
just
I wouldn't have taken off work.
Yeah, like it's one of those things where I'm like, man, I would have been so pissed if like we didn't get to do this. Like I don't know, man. So it's fine. It was a fine showing. I think that we'll have better thoughts once we've looked at like a list of like literally everything that was shown, just so we can mathematically say 90% of the show was the same game but with different reskins.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mortal Kombat looks cool. Spider-Man obviously looks cool. I'm interested in Immortals of Avium, but I'm also not. I like this game, I think. This is the skateboardy one. No.
I don't know what this is.
Not what
I've never seen this before.
I thought this was something else.
But yeah, I don't know.
I think it's also funny that we get the Fortnite season reveal trailer that starts the season tomorrow. So, like the new season starts on a Friday, which is weird because I don't think it's ever been on a Friday. I think it's always been like middle of the week type shit. So maybe that's what I'll play on Figure Friday, I guess.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I'm not super high on that presentation, to say the least.
Nah, me either.
But yeah. I think in the chat, Lucia said it was pretty good. Shit on Dead by Daylight. I also thought Nick was going to be a killer. Yeah. I feel like that was the expected outcome. Like, why would he be a survivor? Because now everyone's just going to be trying to be Nicolas Cage.
Of course.
Like, and that's so weird to like have it be like, oh, I want to be this specific survivor. Because I feel like the survivors don't. I could be wrong here, but I feel like the survivors don't really matter who you play as. Maybe they have different abilities and shit, but I feel like it's not, you know, as important. Maybe.
I don't. I just feel like his presence in that game needs to be more than what it is.
Yeah. I feel like the game is also not to say the game needs to die, but it's like it's an old game.
Yeah.
Like it's been out for God knows how many years.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I kind of agree with you. I'd rather it have just been a movie tie-in with Renfield.
Yeah, I think that would have worked much better too. And then they could have even done, in my mind, what I would have done was have it like an in-game purchase thing where you can just straight up buy the character, or you buy the DVD/Blu-ray and you get a code that unlocks him.
Right.
Or like if you buy the character in the game, you also get the digital copy of the movie. Something. Like that makes sense to me, but whatever. I think that's all we got though. Survivors are just cool skins. You can get other perks. You can get all perks. So yeah. So it's literally just a skin and him actually voice acting in it. But that's not that big of a deal because who would have been voice acting if it wasn't him already?
Yeah.
So yeah. All right. Yeah. So what we would think we're gonna do? What we would think we gotta do here? A little behind the scenes talk now. Now that the stream.
Let's just record the news, and I'm sure someone has a list of what happened. Because I feel like we can point people to this Twitch or this YouTube, but we can just go over like what we liked and what we didn't like as far as this show. But I don't even think this segment for this show, specifically on the podcast, is going to be as long as we originally assumed it would be.
I feel like, honestly, I'm going to pitch you a plan real quick. So, we stop this stream, record the Save Before 5 stuff. I head home after we do that. Record digitally later tonight when we have time and like the lists are out. and it'll be a normal podcast episode. Because I feel like there's not enough to talk about as we thought we were going to. I think it's going to be a normal old episode just with different news. But if you want to talk about it now and like stop stream, start it, and do like a short news episode exclusively, we could do that too.
I think the only reason I want to do that is because I'm thinking of, all right, once you go, how my night's gonna go. I'm not sure if we do it later tonight. I don't know what time later tonight's gonna be yet. Currently,
I feel that.
But we do need to do the Save Before 5 stuff.
Yeah.
All right. If we can't do it, we probably can do it later tonight. But if not, since this just happened, we can point people to like, yo, go watch. Yeah. This will take place for the show today.
And then if you anything,
tomorrow, and then
hop
we get in
for Figure Friday or something.
Go hop on for Figure Friday, or we just find a moment this weekend, record the pod real quick, and put it up the same night.
Works for me.
All right. Yeah. You heard it here first, whoever's here.
Yeah. So whoever's here, we're going to go record Save Before 5. That show, I'm extremely excited to make the show, if I'm being honest with you.
I think that's more...
Yeah, that's why I'm like, the green screen's there.
Yeah. I understand.
I'm like
and I think
seeing
we
it.
do that. Yeah.
But we got to get that out. And then I think that I have my game for my Save Before 5 episode. Because we're going to go back and forth. We might do one together. I don't know if we had discussed that behind the scenes wise. If we're going to do like a both of us episode.
We can do that.
I think it would have to be like a game that makes sense though for both of us. Like
I feel like it should be
It Takes Two. Maybe.
Oh, a game we played together. I don't mind that idea either. I thought it was a game like we give each other homework, like, yo, play this.
That could work too. Like it could be a single
together.
player game we come together with, or even a co-op game. Because we played Nidhogg too.
True.
We could talk about Nidhogg and like how that'd be fine.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, we got options to say the least, but we got to get the Katana 01 filmed, and then I think mine might be Trek to Yomi. So
I like that because we were talking about your thoughts last night.
Yeah, and I think my thoughts on Trek to Yomi are very similar to my thoughts of Summer Game Fest, to say the least. So we're gonna get into that. Thanks to you guys for stopping by for this stream and hanging out. If you were here, if you weren't here and you're watching it in the future, appreciate you too. But yeah, we'll talk to you guys next time, and we'll maybe be streaming later tonight for the main episode of the week. If not, Friday. So
yeah,
that's it for us. Peace. Bye.